Meanwhile, Kofi Kingston loses the title in 7 seconds and doesn't get a rematch. Here's the funny part, Show. You know how they justify that? We not doing this instant rematch shit no more if you lose the championship. Unless you're white.
Yeah, because
Hey,
Drew McIntyre got instant one triple threat matches. Just yo, at one point it was you legit beat no one and got a rematch. I was like, yo, but what did he win? Did I miss? I haven't watched Raw, but I see the highlights and I never saw him win anything. Like yo, he lost his original Money in the Bank match, and then he got a second chance. I go, why?
mm,
What's the point of having the first one?
Yeah.
You can have a second chance, give somebody else a spot. Yo, if you're gonna do that, like yo, listen, right now, we're letting you know this is your only shot. You lose, you're out. You get a storyline with fucking Umberto Del Rio and some shit like that. Good luck. That's what you're doing there.
Word.
Don't get it. I'm not gonna put you back in a match. I'm not gonna gift you with a chance because you lost. You're a loser. It's over.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's how it goes. And listen to this Show. Kofi Kingston loses the championship, doesn't get a rematch. We made this clear, but I want to hammer that shit into your fucking skull.
mm,
And then Drew McIntyre wins the championship. He loses it to Randy Orton. The next night gets the title shot. Then the next pay-per-view wins the title back. And then loses the title again. Gets another rematch. And gets a rematch after he loses the rematch. And then guess what? Shocker, he gets another rematch. And then they go, after this last rematch, you don't get no more rematches. All right, he
Unless
loses
it's
that.
not Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
so they could give him one later.
Then he loses that. And then they go, well, we're gonna put you in a chance to win the Money in the Bank where you can fight any champion you want. He loses that. And they go, to reward you for your baby of baby faceness, we're gonna give you another chance. No. What? But Kofi Kingston can get a rematch to the title he held for a year? He can't even fight another champion after Brock Lesnar? Like, he was delegated to the fucking main event. And then John Cena, to link it all together. Lay's like, yo, how much time we got?
Word. Well,
No,
listen.
no, no. I'm completely agreeing with you, bro. I'm
Yeah.
completely with you.
Yo,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
how long has John Cena been out? Like, what, 5 years, let's say? Let's throw out a number. 5 years, let's say?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, close to that.
Yeah, around that time, he's been out. Not one match. Walks up in there and says, oh, well, I don't like the way Roman Reigns is feeling about himself. So I want a title shot. No, John Cena, you can't have one. So I'm going to steal it. He doesn't have a match in 5 years. Walks up, I want a championship match. Finn Balor was the hottest. First of all, Finn Balor never got his rematch either for the
Universal
Championship,
Championship,
which
he
he's the
never did.
first ever champion. And then they send him to NXT and he runs shit there and comes back and goes, how about you fucking accept my challenge? Yeah. Well, due to state law, Finn Balor, even though your name is on the contract, someone else signed it.
Word.
So what is it? What is this, fucking WCW all over again?
And his name is John Cena. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man.
Goldberg coming back ain't looking so fucking bad, is it?
Yeah.
That's the only one that has some kind of fucking sense to it.
I hope he does well. Oh, poor guy. I understand that I'm older. Poor man. His back, his knees. Can only imagine.
I don't.
At 36, mine's is hurting. This is clinkling. Clink, clink. Oh man. Poor guy. So don't pick him up too much.
I'm just saying, man. John Cena could commit murder, do a 20-year bid, come back and be the number one contender.
In John Cena's defense, if let's say The Rock came back, you wouldn't put him in a beef for the one match that you're gonna have to pay him all that money.
All right.
You're not gonna put him in a beef with a non-title guy.
let's understand the storylines to your show, right? Listen,
Okay.
John Cena to Roman Reigns is what? Nothing.
All right.
Now, The Rock and Roman Reigns have a built-in story. Roman
True.
Reigns claiming to be the tribal chief, right, the head of the family. In reality, you're not. This dude going off to Hollywood, even before he left, he was more popular wrestler than you probably can ever be. Understood. But that storyline makes sense. It's a storyline about family and a bloodline, period. John Cena came back, cut the line, and literally stole, committed fraud
Felony.
on a document. And somebody's probably listening to go, yo, but you understand, that's how wrestling works. Actually, no, it doesn't. Because when you see that kind of contract thing, their name's never on it, but Finn Balor's name is on that.
Yeah.
So Dolph Ziggler can't go in there and sign that shit. They'd be like, well, yeah, no, you're not the contender. That doesn't make any sense. We drew up these papers for Finn Balor, not you. Get the fuck out the ring, take the hell, walk away.
I got a
It's
follow up
like
question
someone
for
else
you.
cashing in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's like somebody taking it from Big E, even though he didn't win it anyway, and he just I'm cashing it in, and the ref's gonna go, no, who's Big E? This is not yours. Get away from me.
Mm-hmm. I stole this
You know what I'm saying?
briefcase from Big E while he was sleeping. Cashing it in.
It's not the 24/7 title, bro.
Word. I mean, go ahead, show. Say what you're gonna say.
Now I had a follow up question for Lay. So if you gotta say something about it,
I was gonna continue the besmirchment of John Cena. So go ahead.
Hold on, hold on
question.
to the besmirchment.
Yeah.
My follow up question was: let's say Stone Cold was to tell Vince McMahon, "Yo, I'm ready to wrestle. My doctor said I'm clear. I could only wrestle twice." Would you argue if they brought him back and put him in an argument with the champion immediately?
All
They're
right,
not
so
gonna start him from the bottom.
Here's the thing, show, and this is where the problem is. If Stone Cold Steve Austin came back and announced that he could wrestle, the story would be Roman Reigns comes out and goes, and be on some, oh, you could wrestle. I hope you plan on taking some of these losers out. Go after Apollo Crews or somebody because you ain't ready for the Chief. And Roman Reigns initiates the beef.
Yeah.
Like Austin's not gonna come out and go, Roman Reigns, you've been acting like a dick lately, and I'm here to turn you down a notch. Austin don't give a shit. He don't give a shit at all what the fuck Roman Reigns been doing. He's probably gonna look at Roman Reigns and go, am I supposed to be impressed by this?
What?
The head of the round table, the chief in arms. Like,
what?
Like the what?
What is it that you call yourself?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be this? You, the person that named themselves.
The travel.
What? You named yourself. I didn't name you. They didn't name you. You named yourself. I said I was back to wrestle, and there's always one guy that comes in. One guy. He just happens to be the champion. Are you and your family, you want to get stunned? If you don't want what that feels like, call your cousin, the famous one. That guy. Call him. He knows what it's like to get stunned.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Call the nation. You know what? Call your cousin's father. He knows what it's like to get stunned. No? Stunners for everybody. I got him. Heyman, you get one too. You know what it is? I came back here to announce that I can wrestle. Why are you out here?
Yep. You want to get your
I
ass.
have no problem with you, but now you want me to flip you off and stun you. You ain't shit to me. You're the tribal chief to them. You're nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? You're a guy with long hair, with these stupid pants and that dumb gold gloves. What is that?
Yep.
That'll be Stone Cold. What are you supposed to be?
The He-Man glove.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, and that's
exactly
how it goes.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
And if John Cena came back, yo, here goes the story for you. John Cena comes back and wrestles Sami Zayn. He comes back and he's like, yo, there's no conspiracy on you, and he's trying to knock Sami Zayn back into reality. And he beats Sami Zayn on SmackDown, or the second week he's there, whatever the case may be. And then he bumps into Roman, and Roman's like, acknowledge me, and he goes, fuck you. You know, he does the, come on. I remember you back in the day, Roman. You ain't all that. And then Roman calls him out. You can't really argue that storyline. But anyone just, I want you. Like Goldberg at least was like, I got next. You know what I'm saying? He was basically like, there's no one else. You beat Drew McIntyre as many times as there's people on the roster. So obviously I got next. You know, it's just I feel, you know, the lazy writing. This is Suicide Squad all over again.
Yo, I just thought of something dope that y'all gonna hate.
Go ahead. Spit it out. Oh man.
What if they do some UFC shit? And Roman is like, I'm the chief. I fought everybody here. I'm tired of this shit. But I know one person I haven't fought. And one day he shows up on Raw with his title, harassing the Almighty. Listen, you one of the only guys I think could give me my run for my money. You want to put the title on the line, title for title?
I'll dig it. Because that is basically he puts his nuts on the table. You know, that's some tough guy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
That's really some Thanos shit that Roman could do. It's like, I'm inevitable. You gotta face me, Bobby Lashley.
You can't do that. I could do whatever I want. I'm the chief.
He earned it. He literally beat everyone on SmackDown. Besides Finn Balor, who else is there?
Oh.
And he beat two guys at once.
Yeah. Sacked them, raped them, pinned them, and stuffed them.
You got that shirt yet? Didn't you order that shirt? Was it you?
Like, no, it was Gigi.
Yeah, Gigi.
Why would I order a threesome shirt? What's wrong? What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey.
I order a threesome thing. Yo, that shirt literally is about a threesome. I don't want none of that.
No.
You know what's crazy?
Dudes, body to body.
You know what's crazy? You just put it in a whole different way. I saw it as him being the chief and pinning two people at once.
Why?
The victory. But you thinking, nah, he was on top of two guys. Wee.
Yeah, man. Good, bro. Yo, my man, I got to wreck everyone and leave, and I'll get the head of the tape, but I am not stacked. No.
Word.
Gigi get that all she wants. That's what Gigi wants. She wants like a menage with two Romans. That's fantastic.
Word.
That's not my cup of tea.
That's good for her.
So
I'm not even in that restaurant of that cup of tea.
So you didn't like that? You didn't like that finish?
I just thought he would pin Edge. You know what I'm saying? Because either way, they both lose if he pins one. But he's like, you know what? Killed two birds with one massive stone. Even though Edge came back, I was like, oh, not him again.
Word. After he pinned you over somebody else, you still want some more? Putting them over somebody else.
Word.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit.
So, all right, here's a question to get off. Well, not to get off the thing, but let's. I'm gonna ask questions based on what we're talking about. How would you have felt, Lay, if he didn't come back to SmackDown, but he came back to Raw and challenged Bobby Lashley? Edge.
Well, it wouldn't have been as interesting or as popular, you know, because Cena and Lashley don't really have that kind of a history, but Cena and Roman do, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like Lashley, it would have been fresh and different, but people would have been like, well, I mean, Raw's ratings would have went up easily, you know. But other than that, I would have been like, it's fresh, but it's not as interesting.
Yeah, I dig him.
Yeah. So like it's Cena, you know. Apparently people still give a shit about him. You know.
He's a movie star. Gotta give credit where credit's due.
Whoa, pump the brakes, buddy.
Hey, I'll take his career any day.
Let's wait till Suicide Squad comes out and everybody gets to watch it. Then we can start naming back because it's Fast 9 or F9 or Fuck 9 or whatever the fuck it's called. I was like, he did nothing.
Yeah, A brick wall could have played his part in that fucking movie.
You could have done a stand-in until you have to see his face.
The tree from
And it would
Galaxy.
have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you ever watch anything Batista does, like Blade Runner 2049, he did another movie called Bushwick, whatever. Batista can actually act.
Yo,
Okay, who's his one? He can actually act. You know what I'm saying? He's not like Cena, and with all due respect, like The Rock, when The Rock plays somebody, like I said before, it's The Rock playing a person. When I saw Batista, even in James Bond, I was like, I know that's Batista, but I'm convinced he's that character. Like, especially in Blade Runner, he was an android, and he was living alone because he was tired of the world. I was like, it's crazy.
You felt his emotion as an android.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then Drax, Drax is, that's furthest from Batista you're ever gonna get from the person, because it was so ridiculous. If John Cena can do that with this guy Peacemaker, then I'll give him some props.
Yeah, I want to.
Otherwise, you're on the same level as the Miz. Period. Acting wise.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
Gigi's in the
shit!
building.
What's up, guys?
Oh
No.
shit! She crept in.
I was gonna say, to let everybody know that we actually had Batista on the podcast. He's behind me. He's just moving very, he's not moving at all. That's why
Yeah.
he may look invisible to y'all.
Yo, so not to change the subject, Batista recently made the movie, wasn't it the zombie movie?
Land?
We gotta
Army of the
review
Dead,
that.
yeah.
We gotta review that.
That was a good fucking movie.
I
That was a
know.
good movie.
I know. For the movie podcast, remember guys on Wednesdays.
Huh?
Ooh, advertising for other shows. Damn.
Hey, cheap plug. I see you.
Word.
Hey,
Hey, thank you. I appreciate.
Sorry.
You see,
Plugging the show for Wednesdays on your birthday. Today on a Thursday.
Hey, spitting bars. Hold up.
I see you.
No, we're not doing elbows. We're not doing elbows. No.
Spitting bars. I gotta hear something.
Hit the music. Here we
Come on,
go.
Let's see.
Boom.
Here we go.
It's funny. Nope. Go ahead, Gigi.
Hey.
Do something I can go to.
Here we go. Let's see. Podcast on Tuesday. Wrestling podcast on a Thursday. We're gonna do this thing every day. For the win, let's say hey.
Hey, I see you. Hey.
Boom.
I hear you. You a lot better than me. Shoot.
Word. Show Deadass was the.
Yep. I started going Dylan.
Shit.
Dylan.
That was a special birthday freestyle
Rap.
for you,
I
Joe.
see you. From the wrestling queen herself. The meme champion. In the building. Yo, I was gonna plug since I'm doing plugs. This is the only wrestling shirt I got. I gotta go on your website. See if you got anything nice from wrestling.
EG got her shirt out on WrestleTees.com.
Oh shit!
We got tpublic.com/GG for the win. The link is in my bio. It literally can take you straight to the shop. It's my logo with a couple of different types of styles. You got the black and white style. You got the original championship for the win.
Ooh.
Red and gold. We got that's it. We got a gray one. We have a nice little pink one for the females that want to go ahead and just be a little extra feminine with it. Really cool stuff. Very exciting.
Bret Hart pink?
All the John Cena fans out there.
Oh yeah,
that pink one, especially for you out there, you fellas out there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Got him.
Oh,
Should I say you buttercups out there?
This close of placing but the championship logo where it says GG for the win, literally all the way at the bottom of the shirt. How Cena had it where it said the champ was here and he had the champ. I was this close to doing it, but I was like, nah, let's just keep it simple, classy. Keep a little logo on the top and then the big logo in the back, So definitely check it out. It's not just t-shirts, it's hoodies, it's mugs, it's magnets, it's stickers, it's pillows.
Damn, she got everything, baby.
Boom.
Mine is everything, so you can literally go for the win on any type of merch, whichever you want to go ahead and
Well,
yes, thing.
She hit
and
you
the
with
link
the
is now
damn.
in the chat box. I
And
just put your link up in the chat. So
ooh,
there you go, everybody.
she got socks. She got underwear, DVDs,
Word.
CDs. She got
Whoa, whoa,
everything.
Word.
Sonic
She didn't,
boom.
by the
underwear.
way, that would
right?
be funny. Right on the crotch for the win. You're like,
Word for the win. Bing. Got
And
him.
then it says GG on the buttocks part.
Oh shit.
That's it.
That'll be dope. That'll be your wrestling suit.
Hell
Some
yeah.
tights with the GG in the back.
You look like you remember Meat in the WWE back in the day.
oh
Ooh.
God,
Sean Stacey.
John Stasiak. I remember that shit.
Damn. His shit
man,
used to
that
say
was
meat.
It looked like he was wearing tighty whities. They were just black and it said Meat on the back.
Meat. Oh shit. They
Somebody
stole my
up there did not
ideas.
like him.
Oh yeah.
Our-
They're gonna say, your father was a superstar and a legend, but you're a piece of shit.
You're a meat stick.
Yep.
Did Billy Gunn have something on his? Oh, he just
Mr.
had the
Ass.
lips. Mr. Ass.
Ass.
No, he literally had ass.
Yeah. With a bunch of
Like-
kisses.
I love a man who loves ass. You know, so that's great. Mr. Ass can go a long way.
Damn,
It's
son,
so
where'd
weird,
you
man.
find this?
I love to live. I love to live him, lick him, kiss him, and stick him. I'm like, yo, can you distinguish what kind of ass you're talking about? You got to be very specific, bro. You're just saying ass in general.
Wait a minute.
That theme song is saying ass. It's not saying women.
Remember, one of his friends was Triple H, and Triple H is allowed to buy things, and Lingo
Oh
ain't
yeah,
one
that's
of them.
right. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
A lot of things, and bi is one of them.
Triple
Yeah.
H
Did
is
did you mean to say bi is not one of them?
Triple H is bisexual?
Hey, you said it, Joe.
I didn't-
On your
I
birthday.
didn't say.
Hey, it's my
nobody said
birthday.
that.
I'm allowed to
But
say
he
shit without
said
getting
He's
sued.
a bi. He's a lot of things, and bi is one of them. He meant to say not bi, but he said it anyway because he was DX and it was cool.
Oops.
Whatever the fuck that was. I was like, I caught that and that was wrong.
Shawn Michaels must have looked at him like, what?
See, even Sean was like, yo, man, hey man,
What?
hey man. Hey, when you get on the
Hey.
mic, you get on the roll, but yo, know what you're saying, bro.
You on your own on that one, player.
this ain't the time for that shit.
Word.
Michael stepped away from the screenshot. He goes, no. No. He did the whole Simpson. He stepped back into the bushes.
Yeah, he did the.
Yep. He goes,
Yo.
I'm not backing him up with that one. What about you, Sean? I have no idea what he's talking about.
I was at a family barbecue.
Absolutely. I'm watching the match. Let's go, Owen.
Yeah. Kick his ass.
Yo,
All right. Go ahead, show.
before you
It's your
change
birthday.
before you change the subject, I had another thing that I wanted to like to mix with this. You guys were saying you hate the storylines for the champion, John Cena, and whoever the Almighty is going to be fighting, because obviously there's nobody. Goldberg.
Hey,
That's-
he's mad aggressive there, Gigi.
Or she always calls him Oldberg. She hates him.
She wanted him to get to the fucking point.
Word.
It's been a half hour.
Goldberg.
I know it's your birthday, but Jesus.
Damn, I just don't like Goldberg, man. And I don't like Goldberg now. Don't get me wrong. Goldberg is cool and all, but I don't need him on my TV screen. I digress. Show, you may continue.
Oh, we're
Okay.
gonna get to that in a couple.
Well, we got time.
Oh yeah.
We got a fun one for Goldberg.
Well, what I
We're
was
all gonna get blocked. Great.
what I was saying is it's something I enjoy about AEW, that not every person that has a great storyline is involved with the champion. And even if you're coming over there, you're having great storylines with non-champions. Like, I just saw Malachi Black fight Cody. Cody's not a champion, but he put him over. It put him over well, to the point that I'm like, holy shit. Who the fuck can he kick like that again? Can he do that to Miro? Right in the fucking jaw? Click.
Yep.
Put him to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yo, real quick, real quick. Jason says, "Show is like that uncle who won't share his cookies without telling you a long ass story." I love this.
Sonny, before I give you that dollar, Sonny, let me tell you back in the days.
I was saying, I had it.
Word. I don't want the dollar no more, Unc.
All right, show, go ahead. Keep going. What you doing.
So yeah, that's something I really enjoy. That people. All right, I'll give you 3-4 different stories that are not even with the champion. That's one. Malachi Black just knocked out Cody with some karate kick.
Face of black.
That was a beautiful. I don't know. He did some bloop. He just stood there like it's over. Let me see. Chris Jericho is going through a fucking ladder of labor of Jericho for somebody that's not even a fucking champion. That's another storyline. And just off of that, he has to fight 5 different matches. So that's gonna be a long storyline, which gets him five good main event wrestling matches, which is crazy.
Actually, the one he did with Hoovy was the first match this week.
No, that was the third one.
Third, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the first match on the card.
That's still a good spot though. First and last.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
a
man,
great opening.
it's Hoovy and Jericho, man. That's that non-communication wrestling. You don't have to talk to each other at all.
They haven't seen each other in a while. Shit. I wonder if there's
You
gonna
know
have.
the guy, you know the guy. That's it, man.
It's true.
Who else has another? Who came over from the WWE that has? Well, we got two new wrestlers we're gonna be talking about hopefully later, and I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be involved with the title. It's awesome that you could come over, have your own little area, still shine. You know, you ain't gonna it's not like you just hiding me in the cards under. You're letting me shine in my little first spot, my little second spot, away from the title, and maybe someday I'll shine enough that I'll get the title shot, which is great. You get to see everybody, and I like that everybody gets a storyline. It's not just like Toe says in WWE where the only person important is the champion.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing with that is, show is in AEW, it's that title just means that you're the best in the business right now, and then they let the rest of shine to make the show. Where the WWE is like, if you're not holding that championship, you don't mean shit, and we got nothing for you.
Essentially.
You know?
Andrade, by the way, I just remember. Keep going.
Yeah, him and
Andrade and the Lucha brother. He's going after people that's not even the champion. Let me holler at you too. There's 3 people. They don't even got nothing. I just want to talk.
You have to acclimate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially in a new company where you have all these other guys. The goal for a brand new wrestling company is for the company to grow. See, WWE's already been established for 900, 600 years, however old Vince McMahon is. You know, and that's why everybody wants to be the champion there, because WWE ain't gonna die, but the characters do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I get the title, I'm the top guy. I could, do all this other shit. Where AEW is, we need this company to survive. We got nowhere else to go. You know, and that's what makes it good, because I think Jon Moxley, if I'm not mistaken, is the only guy to transition from the WWE to AEW and be put in as a champion.
Yep.
That's another one that's a non-champion now. And still another storyline.
And he's doing something else besides
That's what I'm
going
saying.
after that title.
That's what I'm saying. They put him in like a.
I mean, you had Cody Rhodes as well that had the championship as well, but at that point, I guess you can consider him as New Japan Pro Wrestling, as opposed to just going from WWE to AEW.
Yeah.
So I would. There's an agreement. Agree to disagree, because Cody obviously had to put the belt on him first. You put on a belt. Any belt on Cody himself first, and Then when John Moxley came, for sure, he definitely got that title run. But we haven't seen anybody else get a title run that besides Miro. But for like the heavyweight champion, where like Kenny Omega's at right now, none of the
Jericho was
like
first.
WWE guys.
Yeah, Jericho was first.
Jericho's the
But-
first champion.
But that makes the most sense.
But
though.
then again, Jericho also came from New Japan Pro Wrestling at the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same concept and everything like that. Where John Moxley came from WWE.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
champion,
right.
right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you good now.
Vince
You good now.
McMahon gonna fuck your whole
So
shit
my
up.
internet, you know what it is? Not for nothing, on some real shit. My internet's been acting really wonky for like the last few days. Like it automatically cut off on me at 2 p.m.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
like, I'm trying to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I'm like, what happened?
What is
What's
this?
going on? Oh, no internet connection. The fuck you mean no internet connection? Bitch,
No.
I pay my bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
Due to state law,
Yo.
2 o'clock.
due to state law.
2 o'clock.
Yeah,
You can only use 2 megabytes
that's
a
right.
minute.
Fucking
You had-
state law, man.
You had too much enthusiasm for that.
That's it.
Apparently.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm taking over the show. Am I asking too many questions about the same thing? I got more
You
questions
have-
about
You
AEW.
have,
Oh,
you have about 27
can
more
ask
questions
all
today.
questions in the
All
world.
right. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Your 28th question, we're sending Lay over there with some elbows.
Might be a
That
short
does
birthday. Might be a
Word.
short birthday.
I was gonna ask you what can WWE, what storylines can WWE build to have storylines outside of the championship? Like what storylines would you build? Who would you put together?
Here we go.
Again, blow up in the scene again and make sure he never touches Raw, SmackDown. That's a great storyline. No, that's just me. Okay.
How about this
Mm.
one? Give a fuck about your tag team titles. Give a flying fuck about those
Yes.
things.
God, yes.
Crazy idea. Crazy idea.
Stop bringing people from a different generation of wrestling to be your first number one contender for your championship when they clearly haven't earned it for the X amount of years or months that they haven't been active on the roster.
And they're not
Can't
gonna
just
win.
skip the line. You know, just because of your reputation and you're a legend. And no, last time we kind of saw you, last couple times we kind of saw you, you was trash, homie. It's not gonna change my mind now because you're fighting Bobby Lashley. That's not gonna change my mind. Give the belt to someone else. Let there be champion versus champion if you want to go ahead and be that way. You're building Karrion Kross to be on the main roster, but you're keeping him on NXT. That shit is very confusing to me.
They,
You're working both shows.
they
Or are
building
we
him?
testing waters, or is this going to be the move? Is he going to drop the title to Samoa Joe so he can make the move? And if he does make the move, are we going to get this watered down version of him? Because I feel like on the main roster, I'm already getting the watered down version. I'm not even getting his full entrance with his girl, Scarlett. Okay, which I think adds so much more to his character than him coming by himself. Okay, you had him lose to Jeff Hardy.
That's what I was gonna say. They pushing him? What?
Jeff
Right
Hardy
down the
is
drain.
a level 90 wrestler player, maybe top 80 at best. If I put on my 2K game, I could tell you right now what his score is. It sure hell ain't above 90. All right? The build that the Cross has against him, he could have clearly went over easily. And look at this. Jeff Hardy's not even around to continue the feud yet. You should have just let Cross win. And, you know, obviously life happens. But in a weird way, it would have worked better with the storyline. Oh, Jeff Hardy got COVID. Oh, no, Jeff Hardy's just scared. He can't come out to fight me. Ha, ha, ha. They could have went with that. But no,
They need the laugh.
don't lose. What?
Karrion Kross needs that laugh now. Yeah, that's got to be part of his gimmick. When he signs the Diamond Wrestling, that's got to be his gimmick. Ha ha ha.
The same gift laugh. And
Word.
That's his catchphrase.
There's
Done.
just so much.
Sign it up,
Yeah.
baby. Take the shirts. Get the shirts made. Ha ha ha. Get him done.
That's it.
Make that happen.
Peasants.
There you go.
There you go.
Peasants.
Diabolical.
Fucking diet.
Nonetheless, you're watering down Crosto on the main roster. I don't want to see that motherfucker watered down. If that's the case in scenario, keep his ass in NXT. Don't ever bring him to the main roster. Nah. At this point, your main roster should not be any call-ups from NXT. Let NXT do its thing. They're doing a phenomenal job without any likes of Vince McMahon's like, I think this should go. I don't think this should go over. No. And I'm done with that. Vince needs
Right.
to fucking chill the fuck out.
That's why Adam Cole is still down there. He's like, I see what happens when you go up there. I'm good.
Oh, did you hear the story about him?
Yeah, that his contract expired.
Yeah, his contract
And he hasn't
expired.
signed a new one yet.
hell
No, he
no.
did an extension. He did an extension so that way he could put over
Yes.
and I forget what's his name with Kyle Riley, and then after that he doesn't have a compete clause. If he chooses not to sign with WWE again, he doesn't have a compete clause.
Oh, so he could go straight over.
Yep.
This is the thing that people even asked. Britt Baker was part of a interview, and they had asked about, what do you think about, Adam Cole jumping ships? And she was like, you know what? If he's happy where he's at, then he's happy. If we both have to go ahead and be the king and queen to kill it on Wednesday nights, then so be it. But, we have so many other shows that are being added, including Rampage, and especially they're pushing Rampage now more than ever.
Oh yeah. They have
They're
to.
pushing Rampage more. They're pushing Rampage more than what they're pushing AEW Dark. And that's because AEW Dark is on their YouTube channel. So anybody can watch it at any given time, where Rampage is more for the cable people. Cable network.
For us cable folks.
Yeah, for us cable folks.
That's his girlfriend? Britt
He's in the
Baker?
air, peasants.
Adam Cole and Britt Baker, that's his girl, yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So I think he will excel more in AEW because of just pretty much the history that he has with pretty much everybody there. But man, he's making such a killer impact on NXT that I don't want to see him leave NXT. I don't want to see him on the main roster, but I don't want him to leave NXT. I feel like there's a lot more that he can do in NXT with the new talent that's coming up. He's gonna, in my opinion,
Agreed.
he literally the next Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, leader-like figure for the locker room in NXT.
Yeah, they're veteran. They're the veterans there.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because even if you didn't know them from NXT, you knew them from their indie work, and you knew what their worth ethnicity was like, So you knew they're hard workers, and they're gonna, if you're supposed to be put over, they're gonna make sure you look like you're being put over. They're gonna sell your moves, they're gonna sell your bumps, they're gonna sell absolutely everything, and you need people like that in the locker room and on any roster. Whether it's NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Rampage, you need that.
Yeah.
So I would rather just see just Adam Cole on NXT. Because if I see him on AEW, man, I'm gonna be like, man, why am I even fucking with WWE anymore? Yeah, y'all niggas done lost everybody.
I'm starting to think that same shit.
The question is, how much you willing to pay him to be in NXT? Because it's like a baseball player. I'm ready to for you to bring me up to the show, but your major league team sucks. So I'm gonna want to be paid like a major leaguer if I'm gonna stay down here. Is the perks of being in the major leagues is everything that comes with it, the money. So bring me up to the main roster. That doesn't that involve a pay raise and all that amenities. Well, I want all the amenities if I'm gonna stay in NXT for you. Are you willing to do that?
The pay
Mhm.
won't go up, but the compete clause does. If you go from
Yeah.
90 to 30, they're like, we don't increase your pay. No, we just increase the days that if you were to get fired or quit, you can't you can't do shit for 3 months.
Oh, so
You be okay though.
what's the
We'll pay
perk of
you.
being in the
We'll pay
main
you
roster then?
to get lost in the shuffle and go to catering.
That's
Got
what
it.
it is. To be honest with you, back in the day when NXT was first there, to be called up meant you made it. Now to be called up is shit. They're gonna waste my time.
Shit, they no longer
Yeah.
gonna use me.
Because if you think about it, show you ask what storylines or what can they do on Raw or SmackDown to make it better to so that way it's not always about the championship. Well, they can showcase their other champions. I haven't seen Apollo Crews on SmackDown in like 3 years, and maybe they could use the rest of their roster.
He
Like,
just
why are
got
you gonna keep calling people up from NXT when 93% of your roster is just waiting there with their dick in their hand?
Essentially.
Like you can't do nothing with Cedric Alexander.
man. You
You
like
can't
the
do nothing
Cedric
with
and the
Shelton
Son.
Benjamin
You always mention these two guys. You like these two guys.
because they're fucking dope, Joe.
I gotta watch
They're,
them.
they're good wrestlers.
I haven't seen them since they were with fucking Kurt Angle wearing the Mr. America colors. I thought they was old.
Damn.
Well, he was with Charlie.
I mean,
Haas.
Shelton Benjamin
Oh.
is old.
Oh.
That's for sure.
But the reason why I mentioned them, sorry to cut you off, Gigi, is
Go
because
for it.
they were in the hottest thing on Raw in the Hurt Business, and now they're doing jack shit. They're doing less than jack shit. Like, come on.
All because they want more focus on just the champion himself.
Fine.
And it just because they thought that having him, they thought about this first and foremost. Vince doesn't like fractions, and we all know this. 1, 2.
Black fraction.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I'm glad someone did.
I mean,
And then not only that, but he feels as if he has a fraction with the heavyweight champion, universal champion, whatever champion the Raw champion, then him as a champion looks weak. And you can't have a man who's the size of Bobby Lashley to look weak. But then you had a whole bunch of bitches with him every fucking week, making him look soft. And then we got rid of them. We got rid of the hoes. Thank you, Godfather, for providing all the hoes that this man needed. We know that was from you. We appreciate you.
Wait,
But the
those weren't
bitches
his
had to go.
sisters? Those weren't his sisters?
those are his blood
Maybe one.
sisters.
Okay.
It's a
That's
gift
just
to the
funny because
Almighty.
everybody knows Lashley's married and has kids. You're like, now you're gonna make him
Yeah.
a pimp?
Poor
And-
guy.
Didn't they release his wife because she didn't want to do that angle with Edge? Remember when Vicky Guerrero was in love with Edge? They were supposed to be Crystal. That's Bobby Lashley's wife. She
Yeah.
was the GM at the time. It was supposed to be a love story between her and Edge. And she was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then they got rid of
I
it.
thought it was
And that's when
Donna.
Like
Bobby
I'm not gonna get with this doofy looking dude. That make no sense.
Lashley.
Have you seen my man?
His small head, big chin having motherfucker.
Or his teeth?
That's terrible, but it's
Boy,
true.
he got best unit.
And he's
You got somebody
intense face.
with a regular
Like,
face.
why does his eyes look like they're about to pop out of his fucking
He's
socket?
like, he looks like an anime character.
Like, what is this?
He lost about 90 pounds. His body is squeezing into itself
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
popping his eyes out.
His body's trying to catch up to his head, trying to build up to his dome.
Word.
Rated R superstar.
He needs some milk.
The rated R superstar is a stupid ass name. Dumbass fucking name. I've never
Hey.
liked that name.
Bro, they was
Fucking-
having
oh my
sex in
God.
the middle of Raw. Deserves.
Hey, that was all
Well-
Lita.
Yeah, it was Lita.
That was all Lita. Lita doing her thing and Edge over here like,
Hey, what do I do with all this?
yeah.
My
All right,
neck-
so all right, let's get off of logic and let's go into some more idiotic shit. The WWE released Bray Wyatt.
I don't. And what do you? Yo, what can you say about
So-
that hasn't been said about Afghanistan, bro? In the words of Dave Chappelle, or the words of Charlie Murphy. What can you say about that, bro?
the
Like
new,
really, one of the, probably the most creative guy on your whole roster. By
new
himself.
leader of the Dark Order.
And you decide. You decide.
There's so
Get
many
rid of
things
that
that
guy.
we can do with this.
Oh
Now,
my-
I read somewhere. I wish I can remember where the fuck I read this at. But I read somewhere of how in the long in long term, maybe how this could be a work. They fired Bray Wyatt, but they keep the Fiend. So I heard that could be a work, more or less. It would be interesting where you don't see Bray Wyatt no more being his Mr. Rogers self, but you just see the Fiend. The Fiend took over. The Fiend is him. The Fiend is still employed by WWE, but Bray Wyatt is not. Now that's a one plot twist. Now, if we are legit letting go of Rotunda, right? That's his name? Rotunda?
Yeah.
That's his last name? Okay.
Yep.
If we legit let him go,
Who?
his real name, AEW needs to pick him up. And as I told you guys on the chat, I'm going to say it right here. If AEW picks him up, I want him to be the one to complete Brody Lee's work. I honestly feel like Brody Lee's work was not completed as the Exalted One. And who better than to complete the work of the Exalted One than the one person who was there with him, his ride or die best friend partner, Bray Wyatt.
So,
I
Now-
think that would be,
I see
Oh,
no better. I see no better
circle.
fit.
and there isn't.
There's no better
We
fit.
talked about other things. We talked about Malachi Black possibly being the new leader of it because of his darkness and everything, but this is not needed. He's
Nope.
on his own level. Bray Wyatt, there you go. Those are his buzzers. The Dark Order is his buzzers.
that's dope.
That's it.
Fireflies.
Yep.
That's it. Those are his true fireflies because those are Brody's Lee's fireflies. And if it's good
Perfect.
enough for Brody, then it's good enough for him.
And then Tony Khan
You
can buy
know?
1,500 songs that can go with him.
Yeah,
You know the guys that made the song for him before. Like, yo, listen, if you need a new theme song, we're there, bro. We got you.
that's it.
So there it is. And I really
Ooh.
like that theme song too. I don't like the Fiend one. I like the old one. The really weird backcountry one. I really like that. theme
Oh
song.
yeah.
That's the Bray Wyatt I like.
like-
I don't like the Fiend. I like that Bray Wyatt.
I like, you know what the thing is? It's literally the same song.
Hmm.
I listen to these songs. The lyrics are literally the same. The beat is different,
You see?
but it's
There's a little
literally.
ting. I don't want none of that.
I don't know. I like
I
the
want it.
Fiend song
I don't like
because in the
Fiend.
song,
I don't.
you actually in the song in the beginning, you have Bray Wyatt saying Yowie Wowie, and then you have the Fiend where we all hear it where he's saying Yowie Wowie, which is kind of like, oh, that's a cool, like, okay,
Yeah.
we're getting
Can we
Bray
stop saying
Wyatt
that,
and we're
please?
getting the
Yowie Wowie.
I love that.
I
Yeah.
can't stand this.
I tell you one thing: if this is a work that they fired Bray Wyatt but kept the Fiend, that's a Yowie Wowie moment.
That'll be dope.
Oh, so we're all doing this, right?
Yeah, you know what? Because that's kind of
You know what? You can all go fuck yourself.
Right.
No, I mean it's kind of
Fuck that.
Elbows
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah,
Elbows for everybody.
Onic,
I have a
boom.
couple of
Yo,
thoughts.
follow the buzzards.
I do
Follow the
that.
buzzards all day.
yo. Yo, but here you go, Lay. We got
Yeah.
the Yowie Wowie moment of the day, and we're gonna
Yeah.
switch right over to the Sucky Ducky Quack Quack moment of the day, where Ronda Rousey has the balls to say that it was the fans They got
They
the
got him.
WWE to release Bray Wyatt because they chanted for a beach ball right after they chanted for Bray Wyatt. If that was the case, Cena would have been fired. The Rock would have been fired in '96. Hogan would have been fired. Like Batista would have. Roman Reigns would have been fired. There would have been
Rey
no
Mysterio
one.
got fired.
Yeah, there would have been no one in this company if we had that much. Velveteen
Impact.
Dream had to pretty much rape someone, rape a fucking 12-year-old to get released. And you're gonna tell me that the fucking fans are gonna say we want a beach ball? Get out of here, Bray. Remember 3 years ago
Get outta
when
here,
they said they
Ronda.
wanted a beach ball? Like, come on, they would have fired her ass too.
Ronda don't know nothing. Ronda needs to stop because we want to throw them beach balls during her matches. Ain't nobody give a fuck about her or
Word.
her run in WWE. You don't belong in that ring. Just because you're a fan,
I don't think she's a real fan.
fighter. No, I don't think she's a real fan either.
I didn't like that whole Piper thing either. I was like, well, that's disrespectful.
No.
I love Piper.
I didn't like it either. But we understand that was her UFC name. Let her have her UFC name of Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Piper went ahead and endorsed it. He's like, by all means, girl, use my name.
Oh, he
You know,
endorsed it all right.
of
Whatever you said, we got you, Piper.
course.
Just say you're about that life. Piper goes, I'm professional, of course. That paycheck was hefty.
I love her. I
He's only
love
here
her.
to chew bubble gum and kick ass.
Yo,
Yeah,
GG.
absolutely. There you go. We gotta talk
GG.
about that movie during the podcast
Oh
too.
yes, yes, we
Fucking movie.
definitely.
I'm
could
sorry.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry. As you were saying, Gigi, I apologize. I
Deep plug.
get upset when with like Piper and shitty people.
Yeah.
Never understood that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
GG.
No,
With
because
Piper, I'm just saying, but overall, Ronda Rousey shouldn't even be like
No.
saying shit in the first place.
No,
No,
she
the
shouldn't.
fans. You know what the fans were pissed off at? The fans were pissed off because we got a bullshit ass 5-minute WrestleMania match when we've been building a fucking rivalry of feud for months and months and months. We burned a motherfucker, and we're still building the story for more months and
They
more
committed
months.
murder on TV.
Alexa was about that hot girl shit where she spit that flame into that motherfucker like, hot girl shit psh, in your face, nigga.
And
That's what she did. And then she got Arcado for it, which was fucking hilarious, which is great. But I digress. All right.
yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. If anything, the fans got pissed off because the match ended the way it was supposed to. That match wasn't like that. To the fans, we got robbed off of a match. Even if the Fiend didn't go over, even if it was Randy that went over, we deserve a better fucking match for an over half of a year, if not a full solid year rivalry feud. We deserve better than that. What type of shit is this? If you want to do the same ending, yeah, go for it. Dale. But not within 5. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Come on, Alexa. Do your thing. Let's go. Like, no. We got robbed. We got
For
robbed
real.
of what could have been possibly one of the best matches of the night.
It was the most anticipated match. The first time that the fans come back after COVID, you burn the motherfucker alive. The dude disappears. You fucking invest Alexa Bliss into the storyline the way it is. Randy Orton turns into this sadistic dude. Like there's an evolution for every one of the characters in this storyline, and that match was literally DDT,
This man came
DDT,
back
DDT, RKO.
fucking Chucky doll. Bray Wyatt came back as a burned up Chucky doll.
Yeah,
Y'all see Chucky? He came back just looking like Chucky.
Yep.
Y'all spent money on that nigga, on his mask and his outfit and his look. And for what? For what?
I'm convinced of two things. Somebody stop caring right there. Somebody stop giving a shit. And two, Gigi just likes saying Chucky.
and yeah, Chucky and
Right, Chuck.
I think she just likes saying Chucky. Throwing it out there. You know,
Of course,
but,
Chucky.
yeah, Chucky
Is
and
it?
Wowie Wowie.
Oh,
It sounds
Quack,
fun.
fuck, whatever Vince said. I like that one. Ducky
Yeah, the
Quack. I
sucky
don't know what the fuck.
That's the Booker T in the kickoff shows. The sucky
Yeah.
ducky quack quack shit.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, we're taking that shit from. I don't give a shit. Yo,
Yeah.
we have the facts. All right, these are the fucking facts, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
yeah. If you want to look them
but-
up, 1-800 facts right there.
look, Ronda Rousey, right? Me and my friends have discussed this in length, and me and Vince spoke about it. Her fake toughness, her, that whole trying to badass,
Fake.
and then when she finally
You
in the
said it
UFC, she
best,
finally
Joe.
fought somebody that had hands. You saw what happened. Like they stopped feeding her burgers, and they gave her somebody who's a world champ boxer and kickboxer, and she made her look like a fucking fool,
And she
like a
sucked.
fucking
Dude.
fool, son.
Perfect.
So then, after she got her ass kicked again by Nunez,
She's
another person that made her
great
look like a fucking
efficient.
fool, she took 2 losses in a row and said, "I can't do this anymore." She goes over to
She
WWE,
fell into depression.
yeah, and then somehow she sucks even more.
Wait a minute. Didn't Brock lose twice too?
Who?
Yeah,
Brock.
but you don't see him going into full depression. I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. Brock will go anywhere he can get
I'm
paid.
gonna WWE.
Brock
don't
will go
give a
anywhere where he can
fuck.
get paid big money. I feel Brock. Brock
Exactly.
is like a mercenary. Yeah, if you're gonna pay me the big money, I'm gonna show up, man.
I'll be there.
I'll do it.
Yep.
Ronda got the press because the pressure got to her. No, you got waxed twice. I mean, waxed and embarrassed, and you could not withstand everybody going, yo, maybe you've been a burger this whole time.
Yep.
That's it. We just figured out, yo, you sucked this whole time. That's what happened. You got exposed, and you couldn't take it.
Damn, I wish we had a UFC podcast because I was gonna
Yo,
say,
but
Gee.
the thing is, show like Leia is absolutely 100% right. And if she was a real wrestling fan of wrestling, she could be a legitimate Roddy Piper fan. There's a difference. If she was a legitimate wrestling fan, none of the shit that came out her mouth would have ever came out her mouth while she was employed or after she was employed by the WWE.
Absolutely.
You cannot tell me that you're in a match and the crowd turns on you and that hurt you. That's the point. That's the point of
you
wrestling.
did your job.
We
The
tell
crowd
we tell
does what it does. You got to
Yes.
go with it. You got to adjust. You got to adapt.
We tell you what we like and what we don't like. You're putting on a show for us.
And this is the thing, you got people in catering who never got the opportunity, the same opportunity that she got. Okay? They would kill to get any type of reaction. But anytime some of the females go out there to have a match, let's just say in Chicago, and they don't want to fucking deal with the match, all you're going to hear during a women's match is CM Punk chants. Okay? And you know what? The women that are in the match, they don't fucking care. They're like, whatever, we're going to do our thing. But when something happens and then the fans react, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether they love you, or whether they fucking hate you, the fact that they got a reaction from the fans shows that whatever they were doing, whether it's a heel work or fucking baby face work, they got a reaction. She got a reaction from the fans where we fucking hated her. We didn't want her there. We
It's
didn't
funny
need her.
funny that Charlotte Ripley match was a perfect example. They were giving them shit in the beginning, and they won everybody over because they just kept working their asses off.
Oh,
Was I a fan of the match? No. But did they win over the crowd by just doing their thing? Absolutely.
Yep.
And there's nothing but respect for doing that instead of bitching and whining.
Yeah.
And that's another
And let's
thing.
take this
That's
for an
another thing.
example.
Certain people shouldn't have Twitter or social media accounts. Because if you don't have
Without
that thick
parental
skin,
supervision.
if you don't have that thick skin, then you're gonna lash out like a crying kid, like
Yeah.
a fucking kid that's not getting the toy it wants or some shit like that. Like, yo, this is not the business or the media to not have that kind of skin because people are gonna talk shit about you all the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
legit. This is like it was like combat athlete, any athlete. People are like, oh, well, she sucked that game. Yeah, it's one game. And shit happens. What do you want? The match didn't go well. I didn't shoot enough. I didn't get the ball enough. Shit happens. What do you want?
Now
It's
what's
just like,
crazy
yo, you
is
have
that
bad nights.
let's say,
Ronda Rousey's
for
had a bad
example,
career.
Charlotte Flair recently had a promo where the crowd was chanting, "We want Becky. We
Mhm.
want Becky."
Yeah, this was Monday Night Raw.
Now, and I think it's gone for at least 2 weeks now, for at
Yeah.
least a solid 2 weeks. You have the crowd saying that, and then you have somebody who is a professional at her job, not a crybaby, okay, who went ahead, took that, spun it around and made it her own heat. Yeah, that's why Becky's home breastfeeding her baby, and I'm here being the most relevant woman on this roster. Ronda Rousey wouldn't even know what to do if the crowd was chanting Becky.
With all due
Oh, you
respect,
guys want Becky? You guys want Becky? Fine. You can have Becky, and you can have this belt too. I'm out of here. That's exactly what she would do. That's a bitch move.
agree.
Yep.
Agree.
Yeah.
But I feel like isn't Seth Rollins breastfeeding because he's the drip king?
Hey,
Yes.
Wouldn't that make sense?
Hey!
That would
I
have been my
mean,
promo. He goes, wait a minute.
so
Charlotte said that Becky's breastfeeding, but shouldn't you be breastfeeding? Aren't you the drip king? You know, you're drip from everywhere, right, buddy? See, that's how you get a Seth Rollins.
Yep.
But Edge
Yep.
wouldn't do that. I would
No,
right away
no.
be like, yo, don't you drip from everywhere? You know, including your nipples, apparently.
mm?
You're less of a man. There's a promo. But I agree with her. She's absolutely correct. Rousey would have just went into complete meltdown mode. Like threw the title down and left, and you would have seen whoever she's with the promo, the interviewer go, nobody told me we were doing this.
Yeah, we had 3 more
Kinda
minutes.
awkward. I'm in the ring. The belt is here. I don't know what to do. What do I do?
Yeah.
They're
And
gonna
all you're
look
gonna
like
hear on her way.
the Matt Riddle fucking promo where he forgot his line, and Oscar's like,
Matt Riddle would have come down in the scooter and pick up the belt. I go, that's fine. I'll take that. I mean,
You're just gonna hear from Ronda Rousey.
yeah. Correct.
It's verbatim.
that was from her
second
earlier
time.
today, just in case nobody can find it, just in case, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's fucked up with it? Going back to the Bray thing, you know what's fucked up? That Alexa Bliss got a backlash from that shit. Like people got at her, like, "Oh, you got him fired." I go, "No, she didn't."
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss was given something, and she ran with it. That has nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
This
You know
is
what I'm
my
saying? They're gonna
job.
give people stuff. Like, yo, what? She's gonna say no to being on TV more, and they get paid more.
I was about to
Are you
just say the
fucking
same
stupid?
thing. What is she's
What
gonna
are you,
say?
dumb?
No.
Like, yo, I'm a female that's getting on TV every week. You want me to say no to that? You know how hard it is for us?
Without having to be in the title picture.
No.
Another
Or
story,
ass naked.
without it.
That or ass naked, yeah. Or doing something really stupid and like degrading.
Yeah.
I'm literally with all my clothes on, doing something that they gave me, and I'm running with it. You want me to say no to that? Are you fucking retarded?
And she's not a valet of Eva Marie, so that
Exactly.
win-win.
She is literally the star of her own vehicle. She's doing her. It's her thing.
Yeah.
She has her own segments.
The thing is, they
What do you,
figure
like she said, people
Yeah.
would kill for that opportunity. What do you want me to do? Say no?
no, yeah, that would be
I
stupid.
love Bray Wyatt, but yo, I need to eat too.
Yeah. Yo,
I got
they,
bills.
And I'm pretty sure that obviously, because since Bray Wyatt was working with Alexa Bliss, he definitely was like, "This is gonna be cool. This is
Yeah.
gonna be working. This is
Absolutely.
gonna work. This is how we're gonna work things. This is how we're gonna do things." And I'm pretty sure that it wasn't their decision, like Bray Wyatt's decision or Alexa Bliss, to go ahead and split them up. Obviously, it's writers and all this other extra higher ups and shit like that. Why? Because we need to push a little bit more of the women's division, a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I had a major problem with them wanting to give the character, the Fiend character, to Alexa. Now, I already expressed how much I don't think that she needs it. And I did see somewhere where if Alexa Bliss were, I don't know who's I'd be looking at too many pages. Where if Alexa Bliss were
Or
to
writing
ever
them down,
right,
like Show does.
yeah.
Write them down. Write them down.
I'm too busy doing mad other shit to be writing shit down right now. Nonetheless, when asked how do you change Alexa's Bliss character to be more normal, back to her old blissful self, would say, and someone was like, simple, change her from Monday Night Raw to SmackDown. Just make her regular, and if someone were to ask, what's the sudden change from Monday night to Friday nights? You're not in your a playground, and I just had I guess I just had a case of the Mondays.
That would be a good line for that.
That's
But
good. That's good.
Yo, three
good.
things. three things for me. One, the way I would have it change is you have to bring back Papa Shango. Papa Shango can
Bruh.
take that demon out of her.
You know what's funny? I'm not even mad at this. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Papa Shango bring his little shrunken head.
I love Papa Shango. Go ahead.
And and then she just vomits out some black shit.
Whoa. Do that again and record that.
Oh, it's recorded.
Whatever that was.
It's already
recorded.
recorded.
Whatever voodoo noise you thought that
Yeah.
was.
Búscalo,
Oh, no.
búscalo.
Record that. Please record that.
I got the
No.
facts. Those are actual
Please.
voodoo
Oh my
noise.
God. No, it's awesome. I loved it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, if that's your interpretation of voodoo, I'm with it. I want it.
Oh, yeah, this is the Papa Shango voodoo. The
There it is.
and he's
And the
holding the
movement.
he's holding the shrunken heads in his fucking hand. And that's how you would get the fiend character out of Alexa Bliss. You know what I'm saying?
It's like an exorcist
But
almost.
before we do that, there also has to be an evil laugh.
There you go.
That comes from the boogeyman. That comes
Aaron
from the
Cross
boogeyman.
has to walk by doing that,
Yeah.
as he calls
Yeah.
them both peasants.
Papa Shango's doing the head, the boogeyman's doing the dance. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go, the boogeyman. Yeah, he's catching a seizure midway,
whole
See-
thing back. That's it.
eating worms on some.
Yeah, so I'm gonna paint the whole picture for you. So Papa Shango, boom, doo 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 and then the boogeyman, chaka 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 chaka, and that believe me,
Infinite Vampiro, we're just doing this right. Let's get Vampiro in there.
we have to because he's gonna
Gotta
be the
get
priest.
Vampiro in
He's
there.
gonna be the priest. I'm telling you,
There we go.
if my brother came in here right now, we did those movements, there would be a resurrection of a ghost behind me because it's spiritual. Like I got the
It'll
facts.
probably be a lot of bugs.
It
gotta
probably
go-
would.
All them flies
I got-
All the flies are
Yeah,
killed.
I got a zombie fly right here.
There that go, that motherfucker.
I see the
Yeah,
motherfucker twitching.
So he could be the original clown and just laugh at like her like trying to get out of it, like just laughing
is.
at.
There you go.
There it is. Now we're thinking of Doink, but I don't even want to go there.
There you go. There you go.
Thinking about
So-
an evil clown. The Fiend's an evil clown. It all fits in. Fucking clowns, man. Fuck you, clowns.
Hell
If
yeah.
you're watching this, we don't mean to offend you. We would love
funny.
for you to contact us and let us know, but we don't fuck with you. There
There you go.
goes clowns. That's it. For all clowns that we offended,
You're telling me at any point, bitch, you don't think that shit is creepy? You don't look at that shit like, yo, that's a little creepy.
Nah, that's my grandfather. So
Oh, okay, my bad.
my grandfather was a magician, a clown, and a painter. So
Oh, shit, all right.
I got
the
every,
trifecta.
I got everything in in my family. So I'm fully accepting. So yeah, the second thing I wanted to mention was the reason why the Alexa Bliss shit isn't working now is because they wrote her perfect for the Thunderdome, for no audience, a movie style. They haven't figured out a way to adapt that into, with the audience in front of their faces, which I think would have, the way you did the Undertaker with the lightning and the fire and all that other shit. The laser's leaving on me. He's gonna get Papa Shango for my.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So that's what it's coming, down to. They don't know how to write it for the live show. But I know you guys don't know this. But the man on your right, my left, wearing the Macho Man shirt, he is actually a supernatural expert. He's a savant. And I want to hear this man's thoughts about Bray Wyatt not being in the WWE anymore and Alexa Bliss continuing that character.
Well, Alexa Bliss continuing the character, I think it's like a ploy for the WWE to still continue to make money off of Bray Wyatt without
That's
him
a
actually
fact.
being around. The facts. It's a character that he's probably developed. He's been working on. He killed it. But then Alexa Bliss to take it over for a month, then he gets fired. That's like somebody coming to your job and saying, "Hey, let me do your job for a month," and then you get fired. Like, I created this job.
What do you mean you get fired? You mean you get fired? Don't put
Or-
me into this.
Nope.
No, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I get. I train that person then we're gonna fire you after you've trained them to the best of your ability.
Word. After you
what
created
you
the
could do-
position.
Yeah. And instead of being like you're gonna leave in 2 weeks, they're not gonna tell you they're gonna fire you once you train this guy fully
No, thank
or
you.
that person. Yeah, I get it.
We still
I get
got
that.
the
That makes
fiend
perfect sense.
without having to pay the fiend. Thank you.
Exactly. Without paying fiend money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. Yes. It's funny because apparently the fiend is another guy that had a big contract.
He deserved it.
You know what I'm saying? I like I said, one of the most creative people that don't need writers.
With or without a mask. I saw him without a mask in that fun house. Like when he used to go from
But
funny
so,
to
have you seen him-
serious.
Did you
Woo!
see him? Did you see him with the Wyatt family?
Oh yeah, with the lantern.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean,
He
yo,
always had
think
that.
about this. Think about this, right? They had that one pay-per-view where they weren't the main event. It was a Shield versus them, and the place went batshit. Yo, it was 5 minutes of nobody moving, them just looking at each other, and everybody was going batshit. They had not like this is awesome. Not one wrestling move has been made. It's just 3 guys staring at each
good.
other. You're also like, by the way,
That's how
can
you
tell.
know.
You can tell the order because it was literally Roman and Bray. It was Ambrose and who's the other guy's
Brody.
name? Guy with the beard?
Luke,
Brody or Rowan?
Eric Rowan.
Rowan, and then
Eric Rowan and Seth
Seth
Bro.
and
Brody.
Seth and Brody. So everybody had everybody paired up the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, when it's 5 minutes, it's just people, 3 guys looking at each other. This is awesome. They had not wrestled a fucking lick. That's how you know your money.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you have done something so right that nobody nobody twitched. They're just talking shit to each other. Everybody, this is awesome. No suicide dives yet, no power bombs, nothing. Just 3 dudes looking at each other.
And
come
then hand gestures. So you have Bray Wyatt just doing his thing over here, arms wide open, like "Come at me, baby, come at me."
And you just
Right
see
here.
just jaw jacking, and then when the match happens, it lives up to everything you thought it would be, and then some more. If you get a chance, show it's the Wyatt family versus the Shield. Just watch the first of it, watch the whole thing, but when they come face to face, that's all you need to see.
Check it out.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you build these guys right. And that's the thing, WWE can do it. They can do it. They just
They
don't give a
always drop
fuck at
the
this
ball.
point. They don't care
They
now.
just always drop
Mm.
the ball. No.
They just,
don't care.
they just
They
don't
ain't
care.
dropped
They're
the
about,
ball.
they're about to sell the company.
Bro,
Yeah, but
It's,
yeah,
it's looking that way.
I
It's
just
looking that way.
I just made $1 billion
we all
from
quoting all these
Fox.
big contracts.
I made
Clearly, it's for a reason. You're trimming the fat. So it's like, it's like anything else. If you're trying to sell it off, you're like, I got to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that with them, like getting rid of like Bray and Braun, certain people, they're like, yo, wait a minute. The buyers are like, yo, we're kind of like taking them back because like you're getting rid of some really talented people. We know numbers and figures, and these are some of your best sellers in merchandise. What are you doing? Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of like, I don't know if I want this if it's trimmed down to the point where I can't use it. You know what I mean?
Too late. You already paid
Like, yeah,
for it.
week and a half left. I'm gonna have Humberto Del Rio and Sheamus
Yeah,
on
but
Raw and SmackDown at one point. Because at one point, Roman's gonna go to Hollywood. There's no way that guy that looks like that is not doing movies. Impossible.
Agreed.
For real.
but Vince is the type of guy that would do that. He'll sell that shit with nobody in it. Like, here,
Yeah.
you got fucking Snitsky. He's back. and that's it. That's the only wrestler you got
it's
on the
funny.
show.
I actually like Snitsky.
It
When he
wasn't
was
his
kicking
fault.
babies. When he was
Yeah.
kicking babies.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Why do you like that? 'Cause you're like, yo, there's no way you just did that. Oh, it happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
so we
wasn't
gotta
his
watch
fault,
that.
bro.
That's a
Wasn't
fucked
his
up angle,
fault.
by the way.
That was great.
That was
I
awesome.
remember posting that shit up like, yo, wrestling can't be what it used to be. There's too many sensitive people out in the world because this shit will never fly. Unlike this baby that Snitsky decided to fucking bunt kick into the crowd. And then
I
there was a
saw that shit
kid that
live. I was
was
like, yo.
he caught it.
I-
That was the
I saw-
best part.
I saw her live. I was
Like,
like, yo, what the fuck? What just happened? Yo, I literally
Mike,
changed the channel back
if
to
you're
it, and I just see
punting
him
the
punting the
baby.
baby.
Why are you punting a baby to the crowd?
Fuck this
Punt it
baby.
up the ramp. where no one can catch it. A fucking fan caught it. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
That baby's on eBay somewhere right now for like 20 G's.
Yeah, and that was a real baby show.
No, it wasn't.
How do you know?
Were you there? Did you catch it?
You think Vince cares about babies?
For real.
Do you
He's kissing
realize
hands
at
and
one
shaking
point
babies.
Vince was gonna have a storyline where he was the father of Stephanie's baby?
That's crazy.
And then apparently he read the room, right? The room, everybody was like, no, that's wrong. And then he goes, all right, if it's not me, let it be Shane. And Shane was like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's even
What the
worse.
fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, I'm not gonna be the father of my sister's kid.
That's even worse.
What they should have did was have Linda be the father of that kid.
Damn,
Absolutely.
that's some Khaleesi
Because
shit.
Linda apparently is the only one with balls. The size of Bayonne. Massive balls.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You know,
that's-
she's a Trump supporter. She go fuck herself. But you know, whatever.
yeah.
You know,
Hey,
it's smart.
Hey,
yeah. The
Hey.
problem with WWE now is they have too many kitchens and not enough chefs.
oh, they got
That's the problem.
chefs. They just fired them.
The problem is they have cooks, but not chefs.
Ah,
They keep
So you have
firing their
cooks.
chefs.
But you don't have chefs telling them like, yo, listen, this is what we need to do, guys. You know, like you need, you know what I mean? Like you need a Raven in
They
there.
need
like,
a
listen,
Gordon
I got
Ramsay
some good storylines. Just work with me. Work with me. I got you guys. You know what I mean? Like
word.
apparently, like the guys who put the Money in the Bank match together was apparently Jamie Noble and I forgot who the other guy was. But they put
Johnny
the
Nitro?
Money in the Bank, huh?
Nitro?
think-
Not Nitro.
Joey Mercury.
Mercury. Yeah,
But I believe it. Like I know
it was somebody.
Jamie Noble was part of it. And that was one of the best Money in the Bank, if not the best Money in the Bank ladder match you've seen in a long time
Oh yeah.
or ever. Because you had the right guys doing the right thing at the right moment. My man, I see a ladder match. The moment you put somebody that's not like Ricochet or John Morrison, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
They're fired.
I want to see Braun Strowman in a ladder match. No. This shit
That
is
nigga's
meant
too
for
tall to be
spectacular moments.
Hey,
The only way I want to see Braun Strowman in a ladder match is if he's in the ladder match with the Big Show, Mark Henry, Kane, and Brock Lesnar.
hey, Razor.
everybody-
Ladder
in this
match,
ladder match.
just make that shit like an 8-way assault. Like just Hoss guys doing Hoss things. Like remember they had that, right? It was Samoa Joe, Strowman, Roman, Brock, and I forgot who the other guy was. And it was just Hoss guys just throwing each other. Yo, listen, sometimes you need a Hoss match, which is big dudes, power bombs, slams, breaking tables, chairs. I get it. But a ladder match, nobody over 6'5" should be in a ladder match. Period.
Razor,
So,
High flyers all day.
Razor Ramon had one of the best ladder matches.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's another thing. Razor was working with who?
Sean,
One of
the
the
best
most
Michael.
athletic, one of the most athletic men, period.
Did you say athletic?
Athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Athletic.
thought you said athletic.
Athletic.
Hey,
Well, you showed his ass a couple of times.
The
in those
Gigi,
matches, though.
the Gigi athletic.
Yo,
That was not- No, Gigi was just thinking of Shawn
athletic.
Michaels' ass. She was thinking
That's true.
ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Like it's Shawn
Listen,
Michaels'
on my
ass.
on my
Good.
feed I heard athletic. I'm like, did he
Mhm.
say athletic?
Athletic.
As, if,
Athletic.
as if he was trying to correct himself as athletic. I'm
You
like,
see, everybody
you know
else, you wanted to hear Shawn Michaels'
Mhm.
ass.
listen,
Mhm.
we were talking about
Yo.
Mr. Ass earlier and about a lot of ass earlier, okay? All right, and
Yo,
I'm smoking right now, so
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I
He's
get you.
just
I'm
thinking
not
about
blaming you.
ass.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying is like if you mix the
Athletic.
right people, no?
Athletic is Kofi's clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And he's gonna
By the-
sell that on Diamond Wrestling.
Diamond Wrestling.
You
Oh.
yes, you listen. We signed
Yeah.
Kofi.
we signed the second cruiserweight,
I like it.
and that's his clothing line. All right, so go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. When it comes to a ladder match, you get the right guys in there, you'll be fine. Like I got no problem with Kane because Kane sometimes comes off the top rope and he's versatile. But for the most part, it's gonna be Shelton Benjamin, Ricochet, and guys like that. Evan Bourne, you know,
Morrison.
guys like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put in Jinder Mahal and I'm gonna fucking punch you in the throat. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
for real.
I gotta, you know,
Or you put in some vicious dudes.
Yeah,
Like
some real
Finley.
sadistic assholes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when Brody Lee was in it,
like a Samoa Joe.
when Brody Lee and
Yes.
Dean Ambrose were in it, These are guys that don't give a fuck about their bodies. I'm with it. Like if you don't give a shit about your body, you're athletic. That's all I mean. Don't care about your well-being and be athletic. That's all I care about.
That's it.
Mankind never had a ladder match.
Nope.
No, I don't think Mankind was ever in a ladder match.
No,
But
Mankind just like hurting himself.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
why I
no,
thought.
He wasn't a ladder match guy.
yeah,
He liked to get throw me
Mankind
off
wasn't
something
ever
higher.
in a lot of match.
Yeah.
Just got a lot of thrown at him.
That's,
yeah.
that's not tall enough.
After falling off the Hell in a Cell, he doesn't need to be in a ladder match.
Word.
Absolutely not. He
That
earned
is for
all
punk.
kinds of
Table
stripes.
matches. He did a table
He
match.
earns all kinds of
Yeah,
he earns all kinds of stripe after that. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Okay.
You know the match that I
A
missed?
table.
The match that I miss and I want to see is a boiler room match.
Ooh.
You know why? You know why? Because the atmosphere is perfect for certain individuals if you do it right. You get the right two people in there, and it don't even make it cinematic. Just let it be a boiler room match, like the Undertaker and Mankind had. Just let it be that.
Yeah.
You don't have to like do all this extra shit. Yo, just put them in the boiler room and let them do their thing. You know?
Word. No cinematic extra shit. Just like
Nah.
as if
I've been dying to
a
Let's do
backstage match.
sadistic. Some bitches go after each other. Boom, you're done. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's really like a carrying cross for the NXT carrying cross.
NXT carrying cross with Tommaso Ciampa. That
There
was
it is.
in.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. Tommaso Ciampa, or maybe even Timothy Thatcher, the guy that he teams with. Tommaso Ciampa that he teams with.
Yeah.
That guy,
he's
you
good
know.
too. Yeah.
Pete Dunne's another breaking fingers kind of dude. You know what I'm saying?
What about that psychopath that this chick is digging in NXT?
Oh, that Loomis.
Yes, there you go.
Him too. Just them crazy ass dudes that are not with us, apparently. Those kind of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Perfect boiler room match right there. You get a 4-way, you know what I'm saying?
You start in one boiling room from one side, and then two start from the other.
And then meet in the middle.
Yup.
Great minds.
We finish it in the ring. Or maybe not. I don't want something to be finished in the ring, but then in a way you kind of have to like bring it home to the ring. You know? And there's always going to be one person left in the back. All right, 3 people, a triple threats happening in the ring is going crazy, and then the person who, of course, always gets injured the most starts coming limping back.
Yeah.
And the best,
honestly, out of everybody, I want Pete Dunne to win because I like the guy. And
yeah, I hear you.
he looks like he enjoys actually hurting people. Like he when he starts breaking those fingers, you'd be on some like, I'll do it again. And he's only out with a mouthpiece on, like he's ready for war. Or some Kurt Angle shit. He was like, yo, I'm down. Let's do this.
Have you guys ever seen him live?
No, I haven't.
Well, I've never had the chance. I've never had the pleasure.
Let me tell you right now, watching him live on NXT was absolutely a delight because you felt the intensity for every move that he did. You felt the energy that he was bringing, where he, like you said, that you felt like he wanted to hurt this person, and he was over. Man, that's the best part about New York, being a New York fan. The heels go over any day of the week. The heels will go over. You know, Roman Reigns can be here, and the majority of New York will be like, he's our tribal chief.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody else, nah. Yep.
I mean, well,
we this nigga. You know,
New York,
in a way, because that's
New York is everybody's villain too. We're always everybody's villain between the Yankees and all that shit. We're everybody's villain. We're the villains of this world. Oh, you're from New York? Nobody cares if you're from Miami or Philly. Nobody cares about you. You're from New York, oh shit.
The only heel that can't get over in New York is John Cena.
Yeah.
He's the only heel that can never get over.
Because of you.
Oh, yeah. Gigi missed that whole heel thing with the spiel we had about him.
He's a heel.
He's a heel.
He's the worst. He's the worst heel that ever was in the WWE.
Oh yeah, you mean as fuck.
Break it down, Vince.
I mean,
Go ahead,
my man literally committed a felony on SmackDown and now is the #1 contender for the Universal Champion.
He stole somebody's signature,
No.
signed somebody's check. How dare you? That's fraudulent.
No.
Finn Balor
Absolutely
had the
not.
contract made for him. It said Roman
he
Reigns
never had
versus
the
Finn
contract.
Balor. And now it says
was a-
Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor with a big ass Cena on it.
Or I agree. I agree to this
By
match.
the way, I'm so sorry if I offend anybody, but I didn't know Cena was left-handed, and that slightly bothered me just a little bit. But that's just because I'm a righty. I'm not trying to pick sides. I just find it very awkward and weird when I started seeing Cena write his name with his
You
left
know,
hand.
it's funny. I've
I
never
digress.
seen him sign anything, so I didn't know that either. But the thing is, yo, Pat McAfee goes, yo, but isn't Finn Balor's name on that contract? Why is he signing it? This
Come
isn't
on,
legal.
logic.
No, Pat McAfee said it. I was
Pat
like,
McAfee, I
yeah.
love your energy, but you're trying to put logic into wrestling, and god damn it, there's no fucking logic in wrestling.
Pat McAfee is officially right now my favorite commentator because one, when Chicken comes
Absolutely.
out and he gets in Michael Cole's face and he does the whole guitar thing in his face, like he gives his balls right in Michael's face, and we don't like Michael, so he deserves it, right? He'd be awesome living in the moment. Then that, and I'm like, yo, he has a point. Yo, when he said it, I was like, yeah, he's right. On that contract, before under where you signed, it says Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So, by the way, John Cena's not alone in this. Baron Corbin was also wrong.
But Baron Corbin is down on his luck and he needs whatever he can get.
But
I
he was
feel him.
also about to
Yeah.
commit forgery.
Yo,
Make
and
no mistake.
no, I hear you. Hold up. The news just came in. Give me a second. Let me find it. It has been confirmed that Philadelphia also hates John Cena.
Sonic
Oh,
boom.
that's wonderful.
Yes. And I just wanted to put everyone on notice for the record
That's crazy. The Brotherly Love State hates John Cena.
because he's a thief.
And a liar.
He's a liar. He's a cocksucker. He's a heel. He can't wrestle. This motherfucker just shows up out of nowhere and gets a title shot. You know who
What?
never did shit like that? GG? I'm asking you. You know who never did some shit like that, GG?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
No, he's gonna say
Hulk Hogan
I
never
know.
did
This
some shit
fucking
like
guy.
that.
I know. I'm just
Not
fucking
even
with
in
you.
the NWO has he done some shit like that.
He didn't need to. He
Oh,
held.
just did the
he
leg
always held
drop
the title.
on Macho Man, out of all people. Just, he just did the ultimate one. That was the ultimate heel turn from the biggest baby face. Not for nothing, if Cena would have done the same
And
shit,
everybody loved it.
That's right.
of course.
That's right.
It's funny, by the way, you know he didn't fuck that up, right? You guys know he didn't fuck that up, right?
Oh,
When he goes,
During
"Is he the
commentary?
third man?" You're like, yo, shut up,
Yep.
man. Let us live in the moment. God damn, I love you.
Exactly.
I was like, yo, shut your mouth, man. This
But
is
he
dope.
tried to save it. He tried to save
Yeah, he
it, but
tried,
he
but
didn't.
You already threw
He
that
tried,
out
but
there.
but this is the brain. He can sell anything as whatever he wanted.
I mean,
but yeah,
it is-
I definitely.
It is Heenan though, and so he's done so much great shit. He can take like that kind of L and be like, yo, it's Heenan.
Yeah.
And he, by the way, he's always hated Hogan in character, so it's like,
So right,
Yeah,
and he
he'll
would
do the
always
right
have
shit.
love if Hogan turned heel.
Oh, yeah.
What? Imagine Hogan turned heel and he was part of the Heenan family.
that would have been awesome.
That would have
Nobody
been
would have saw that coming.
No,
Nope.
That would have been the ultimate, like, especially in Hogan's.
that would have been.
Like if Hogan was gonna face like Bret Hart right for the title, and then at one point you just see Bobby Eaton and Rick Rude come in and just hand him his ass, and all of a sudden the rest will see it, then he pins him, and all of a sudden they come in to celebrate him. I would have been like, childhood's crushed.
Oh
Vince would have never been a Hogan fan ever again.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, but Hogan would have never did that to his fans. Not like John Cena, where he
Well,
teaches
to
his
be
fans.
fair,
where he
we
teaches
never
his
really
fans
had
to run
contract
from the
signing
cops
in the
and
ring
run into
either.
15
Everything
other
was
fucking
just that.
cars in the middle
Just
of
saying.
Fordham while
We
in a
don't live
lime green
era
fucking
that
car.
you still live back in the 80s and 90s. So if you
Alright,
want to keep
alright.
going with it, that's fine.
Okay, okay. I'm not gonna play bouncer in this thing too. Stop. We get it.
What?
You hate who you hate.
No,
Right?
these are,
Let's
yo,
get- let's-
I
What?
focus.
the facts.
good,
Focus.
it's
Play
good
control these
enough
two, Lay.
Focus. Focus on what's on the rock.
for
Okay.
Sonya Deville,
It's the middle ground.
and
It's the
right?
middle ground.
And who's
Yo.
the other fucking guy? I see his bald
Leave
headed
that
face. I
shit.
can't
Slip that
his
shit.
name.
Let it go through you.
Goldberg?
Slip.
Wait, isn't it if due to subject to change? Because isn't it that in every contract? Because that's how Paul Heyman was able to get out of that fight. Subject card to change. There's always a loophole.
No. That contract had to have been signed by Finn Balor for that subject to change.
Yeah, but you know what? During
Finn
these
Balor has to get hurt for that to happen.
or COVID-19, and they have to put it there in advance for God forbid any of these things can happen. So guess what? His feelings got hurt, and now John Cena will be going one-on-one
Hold up.
rival king.
So you're telling me that you officially are saying that you would rather have John Cena versus Roman Reigns than Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns? You're putting John Cena ahead of Finn Balor?
I enjoy this bullshit ass storyline because if not, what the fuck? I would rather see a triple threat match because I don't want to see John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Although John Cena will be able to put Roman Reigns over, at the end of the day, John Cena is not going to win the title. I don't feel like it's going to be that way because we're still riding a high wave from a fucking Samoan tribal king. All right, where's the birthday boy go? Oh, there it is. But nonetheless,
Lay would rather see Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor versus Edge than Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor versus John Cena.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Finn came out and I was like, don't do this to me because I wish it could go this way. But I need NXT Finn.
Yes.
And that's technically heel versus heel, but Finn's heel is more about, he's about that life.
Yep.
Roman's heel is like, yo, listen, how does this help me? How does it benefit me?
Word.
Finn is about, yo, you want some, you come get some, son. Which I would love for Roman to be that way. You know, I would love Roman to be like, yo, man, you want some, son? All day, I'm ready. But I like the fact that the smaller guys are like, yo, my man, yeah, you want some, come get some, son. I'm ducking nobody today.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that dynamic. I like the one dude that like, yo, we do this right now, son. Get that walrus out of this ring and we'll roll.
Yo, but
right now.
You know, to coin a phrase from The Rock, we went from the tribal chief, the head of the table, all the way to, you can't see me. Can you see me? You can't see me. I can see you, but you can't see me. That's SummerSlam. That's SummerSlam in a fucking nutshell. SummerSlam in a nutshell. Worrying about Bobby Lashley's hoes. I'd rather have Bobby Lashley have some hoes in different area codes than John Cena with you can't see me shit. It's true. It's like missionary. Over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like,
when he said that, I was like, I thought he was going to come out with something original. But it's just it's the same guy. Oh, I don't want none of that. None of that. I don't want that shit. Like, I feel him. I don't want to hear that shit either. Like, I've heard this promo so many times.
You know what it is? But it's good, though, because you can actually be interested in both promos. Because not for nothing, Roman Reigns, basically, Roman Reigns is phenomenal in his promos. This is the peak of where he's at. Can he keep it this way? Can we always keep it this way without it getting stale? John Cena got stale. That's why we hated him. You know, we like to boo the bad guy, you know, but at some point, are we still going to have, is this going to be the one gimmick that's going to basically be for this one wrestler? Or are we going to continue to recreate ourselves? I mean, we can. Jericho has done it lovely, but at the same time, Jericho is still Jericho. You know? Jericho, I think, is one of the very few wrestlers to actually be able to reinvent himself and keep himself relevant. Decades over decades.
No, Jericho can make lemonade out of lemon.
Unfair at this point with Jericho.
But can we also have, like, maybe the same thing for Roman Reigns though, or we're
I
just
mean-
gonna have to keep doing the same
No, you
tribal
can't.
chief.
You can, because at one point, the chief is gonna have to turn face, unfortunately. But if you have that, like I said, if you have that kind of battle attitude where he's like, yo, I'm ready right now, son. I don't need to get ready. I'm always ready. I'm down right now to fight anybody. Not the suffering succotash. Like the dude put the energy of the tribal chief king and mix it up.
Word.
That same energy. I want that same energy to his face. You know what I mean? I know how good I am, and I'm ready to take on anybody right now. Not avoid anybody. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, wherever, doesn't matter. Raw, SmackDown, your mother's house, your sister's room. I'm in.
Vacation homes.
Yeah,
all that.
yo.
But I think Roman Reigns has the charisma to carry this character, and with him having the Usos around him, that could potentially make him a little softer because now he's depending on the Usos. But he loses the belt and snaps and becomes the fucking Thanos that he started out as. Because remember, he's not the same Roman that he started out as. The sadistic, I'll do anything to win type shit because I'm the fucking man. What he did to Jimmy or to Jay, whichever Uso he did that in the Hell in a Cell with. He's now I'm the guy, I'm giving you the money and shit. So if he loses and turns back into that, I'm willing to kill you and your brother for this title. Bro, we got another good 2 years of that. If they do
By the
it
way,
right.
That was some twin racism right there.
Sorry,
Word.
Some twinsism.
I have the facts, bro.
To all
I
the
just
twins
can't
that
tell
we
which one is which.
offended today, due to state law, I must apologize to you all. It's okay. He's just stating facts. That is it,
That's
ladies
it.
and gentlemen.
Yo,
That's it.
and for the people who got offended in Ronda Rousey.
No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
There you go.
That's our classy way. That's the classiest way of saying go fuck yourself.
Yeah, the word. That's all it is.
Was that what it was? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, we was trying to say.
You just way too much of a fan of that song.
Oh yeah, she
Yes, she got a whole
No, that
dance
shit's
to it.
hysterical
whole
to
dance
me.
to
I
it.
love it. It's just so easy to. It's just a ding, 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 ding. It was like, oh.
Well, yo, her new shirt is gonna be her doing this, and it's gonna say, "Go suck a dick, suck a dick."
On the back, that's gonna be the lyrics.
Word.
And they gotta be like in and out like that, like the dance.
The veins will spell FTW.
Word.
We're to be creative about shit like this, y'all.
Ah,
Word.
yeah.
Speaking of creative, let's turn the pages to AEW. Let's get this thing going. With CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, they're official. Is it official or? All right, I'm not gonna say it's official until I see them in a AEW ring.
For the most part,
So,
it is.
Yeah.
we're
Especially if
saving
Bryan.
for Chicago.
I think he's like legit official.
For sure.
Anybody else? I'm not. CM Punk, I'm not sure.
Word. Yo,
But,
Harris, I'm not saying all Samoans look alike. I'm saying all twins look alike. You know?
And now it's all Samoans.
It's not way off with that Samoan thing though. It's not way off with that Samoan thing though.
I mean,
These are not small. These are not small people
yeah.
at all.
The Fatu family looks alike. You feel me? They look alike.
We respect
Word. I'll acknowledge that they look alike.
you. Word.
But yo, who wants to go first? And we're gonna book CM Punk and Daniel Bryan's first year in AEW.
1 second. Let me get some ice. Man, I don't want to miss this because I'm gonna counterpoint somebody, mostly Vince, because it's fun to fuck with. Wait, wait.
Oh shit! He doesn't even know what I'm gonna say.
Don't do this.
Stand with you.
Don't do
Fuck
this.
with him with
I got
fucking
clips for
amazing.
days, bro.
It's
Yo.
so fun. It really is, bro. Why do you think I just got on you with John Cena? It was fucking
I know.
fantastic.
You see in the chat, Harris is like, "Why, Gigi?" And I was like, "Kenny fucking turned you." That's what it is. He fucking turned you. Sideshow. I'm gonna have some fucking some voodoo shit on my on my storyline. That boom is coming back.
Yo,
Shit.
that's it. You know what I'm gonna do? I have the chair of The Rock versus John Cena for WrestleMania in 2013. I swear I'm gonna print out a picture of Roman Reigns and I'm gonna put it over The Rock's face. And then come SummerSlam, or not come SummerSlam, but coming what is this, Survivor Series? That's what we said. That's
Yes,
Rock. That's it. I'm just gonna put a picture of. I'm just gonna keep Roman's face up there and just switch it to the other side.
That's it.
Different poses. That's it. I have my WrestleMania chair for both the SummerSlam and Survivor Series now.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do. Improvise.
Yo, that's the only thing we can do being from New York. You know, that chair's got to be what, like $400-$500 or some shit.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. It's just so pretty. The
Yeah.
Rock is so pretty. All right. Thanks to John Val, who moved to Florida, and his wife said, "You're not taking the child." I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
I'm telling you one thing. It's not.
I'm
No.
so happy.
No smoke on your boy. But if my wife would have said that to me, we would have been divorced 20 minutes later. That would have been the quickest divorce. I'd have wrote on the paper, "I don't want to be with you no more. Here goes the napkins. Sign this shit. We're done." Yeah, I'm not giving up my fucking chair.
So when you have a baby on the way, you really don't have much of a choice. So it was like, oh,
Who said?
but no.
Who said?
So
That's
I don't.
Everybody named
so-
Black Dynamite. That's not my baby no more. That baby was gonna sit in that WrestleMania chair. We was gonna have moments, and you ripped that away from me. Right?
It was either
Right,
between. That's it. It was forever pussy or the WrestleMania chair, and he figured, I'll go to another WrestleMania. I'll get another chair. And that's what he.
Nah, it'd have been easier to get another baby. Shit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking, you know how expensive those seats are at WrestleMania? Shit. Guess, yo, it's not hiccups, Harris. I'm fucking burping. That's the problem. I'm muting myself, but I'm burping over here. She got me so goddamn excited with the Cena shit that my insides is boiling. And the
like an
voodoo,
ulcer.
yeah, the voodoo is not helping. You know, the demons
Terrible.
are just trying to come out. They think I'm Finn Balor. And all right, so who wants to go first?
I'm gonna put it on Gigi.
There you go, Gigi. You go first. We can't.
You know,
say
I never
so 'cause
prepared for this. I never prepare for this. I always ask us what we're going to speak about the same day. Like, hey, we're talking about, all right, cool. We're going to plan the whole year. Cool. I'm going to think of something. Never do. So we're doing this shit on the fly. I love it.
Now it's nothing but pressure on you.
Yep.
That's fine. All right. So, DB, we were told that we were saving him for Queens. Did I read that somewhere, or that's just my imagination? Nonetheless, his first year he comes in. My thing is that I don't know if he's gonna come in like every other WWE person. That is what it just, because let's think about it this way. Every person from WWE has always been just announced. They came in, show face. I don't want Daniel Bryan to do that. I want Daniel Bryan to be very much like a surprise entry where he's just coming out of nowhere. Do we want to put him in a title match? Do we see him? Is that going to be that first feud, Kenny Omega versus Daniel Bryan? Or are we going to see a match with Daniel Bryan versus somebody we already seen? Like, we're not doing Cody anymore. Aleister Black should be the last stop for Cody. I would like to see DB go straight for... do I want Kenny Omega? Trying to go through my things. Yep. I would eventually like to see Daniel Bryan go up against Kenny Omega, but that being the first one, no. He makes his grand entrance. I think that his match with Pentagon Jr. would be great. Ray Phoenix. I want to see him and Ray Phoenix. There's definitely going to be a match between him and Ray Phoenix for sure. We're going to have a tag team match, him and Moxley. Versus whatever stupid teams that they have there that's just nonsense. Because eventually you're going to have to put him in a tag team. And then eventually you're going to have to put him
What
either
up, boy?
by him or with the Fraction. He's not going to be part of the Inner Circle. I can never see Bryan Danielson, because I'm assuming that's what we're going to name him, being part of the Inner Circle or the core. I don't think he should be a part of anything. I think a match between him and Christian is also going to be great down the line. TB and Lance Archer, because maybe we're going to go instead of AEW, but more for New Japan, because Daniel Bryan has, voiced his interest in New Japan wrestlers, New Japan wrestling. He wanted to do that shit. I could see him totally going up against Lance Archer first before he even tries to go up against Kenny Omega.
Against the Ace.
Absolutely. He's going to work his way up to Kenny Omega, of course. But that's not going to be the eye on the prize first. He's going to go for the New Japan title, for sure. It's right up his alley of what he's kind of interested in that we've been reading so far upon.
Absolutely.
Definitely going to go that route for sure. And then if and when, I should say, if and when CM Punk arrives to AEW, the matches you can have with them too. Because there's going to be a cross pass where it's just going to be like, no, I think that your way is stupid, moronic, and that my way is just better. And there's going to be a clash of the opinions, pretty much. And then we're just going to have that matchup right there as well. And who knows if that would also be part of New Japan Pro Wrestling, depending on where Daniel Bryan is at that point in time. That's how I see his first year going. He's definitely, eventually along the line, he'll get to Kenny Omega. If Kenny Omega is champion by then, depending on. But first year, I think is really just aiming for the New Japan Pro Wrestling title that Lance Archer currently holds right now. Boom, on the fly.
There you go.
See that? Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. There you go. Get your GG for the win shirts. This is the
And that's how Bryan Danielson goes for the win on TeePublic. For GG for the win thing.
You see,
that's the link right there for his shirt.
See, in order to promote a shirt, you gotta have two things: boobs and boobs.
A left and a right one.
That helps a lot. Like if I promote a shirt, they're gonna be like, "Yo, but what are you promoting?"
And ass. And ass.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
That's why you gotta get started on those underwears.
Yeah.
For the win on the
back of the shirt.
It's on the back,
Yeah.
You just got cut off shorts. You're just gonna have cut off booty shorts. It's just for the win. But who knows if the win is in the air. You know what? Another time, folks. Focus group. I'll do a focus group.
and it's Knucklehead After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Off the rails. Off the rails.
That's it. We're going batshit crazy right now.
The rails. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Wait,
you want?
So
okay.
who's next?
I was Lay, you want me to go next, or you want to fuck with me?
Good.
All right. So unlike Gigi, this is gonna come off the top of the dome. I actually took some time, about an hour before the show. I came up with this.
You've been convincing you about it way before you did as well.
Hey. Yeah, this is true. I have about like 2 weeks of knowing what this is supposed to be. But hey, we spoke about this in the group chat, but I
Yeah, we
digress.
did. Yeah, we did.
So I'm gonna do both storylines congruent with each other, so I might go back and forth. So I will have to start it off, Taz's group with Brian Cage. Like, they're jumping him, and Daniel Bryanson will come in and help Brian Cage out in that situation. Now that would last for a couple weeks, and then when Brian Cage is like, "Yo, I'm finally done with Taz and his people," yada yada yada, and he's like, "Yo, I got my guy Brian Danielson here. We're gonna rough shop." Daniels turns his like he double crosses Brian Cage, and we find out that his whole motivation was that he wanted to come wrestle him, because everywhere he went, he's hearing about Brian Cage, the Machine, this huge guy that can do the same things that luchadors can do, And he's like, I'm not seeing that with Taz when you was with Taz. I didn't see that when you first debuted. Like, you really want to prove that you're somebody? I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy. I'm your measuring stick, and that's when he challenges Brian Cage for a couple months down the line. He challenged Brian Cage, and they have their feuds because, one, it will shed light on Brian Cage's abilities, and it will give something for Daniel Bryanson to do that's outside of the title. Now I would have CM Punk come in almost opposite. He would come in and attack. I just had this Hangman Page. Now he would attack Hangman Page, and no one would know his reasons. And they'll have a couple matches, and there'll be some vicious matches. Because you'll see that CM Punk is like mad at Brian Cage, and it's the motivation down the line would be because CM Punk is straight edge, and he sees that Hangman Page's potential is being hindered by the drink, and he's not fighting him off of malice. He's fighting him to save him, to save the business. Because he's on the business, the monster, the monster corporation that's destroying the business. We got to save it, and you're ruining it. You're ruining what could be the future of this business with the drink. So he's trying to convert Brian Cage, and they become a tag team. And they would spend like a couple months being a tag team and doing all this other stuff, right? And then when Daniel Bryan finally gets rid of Cage, Malachi Black will go after him, because Malachi Black will be like, I saw what you did with Cage, and I heard what you said, and you're not the measuring stick. You're no longer that guy. I'm that guy. You saw what I did to Cody, and at this time, you saw what I did to Pentagon, because that would be my dream little storyline between Malachi and Pentagon, because those are some bad motherfuckers right there, and that would be another, couple months with them doing that. And CM Punk will go after Sammy his last name, there you go, Guevara. Yeah, he will go after him.
You were about to say Sami Zayn.
No, I was not gonna say Sami Zayn. I was gonna fuck up Guevara. No,
you were gonna say Fidel Castro.
I was gonna get another member of the Diamond Organization on here.
Damn it!
Yeah, see, you fucked up. We would have had Sammy Garcia in Diamond, but you fucked up.
Sammy Garcia.
Okay, we have him now. You just said it. You still have him.
There you go. We signed him. We signed him. And that would be the
first Peruvian-born wrestler.
Yes.
I don't know why I made him Peruvian. I have no idea what's it.
Hey, he looks Peruvian to me.
There it is.
There you go. But Sammy would go after CM Punk on some, you think you're the best in the world, and I'm the Spanish god.
That's true. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Spanish sex god, by the way.
Sex god.
And Punk is straight edge.
There you go. He's straight edge without a Christian. Hey. And that I would have. I would have that happen. And when those two rivalries finish and all that, now with Kenny Omega at this time, let's say he's still the champion. He's like, I done beat everybody, but there's two guys you ain't beat, and this is where Daniel Bryan and CM Punk would will come together, and that's where they'll have their story.
Mhm.
And then the winner of that can face MJF because we're not just gonna hand them over to Kenny Omega that quick. You know what I'm saying? You know, because MJF is still he's at this moment he's undefeated, and he's one of the biggest heels they got. So if you keep his momentum,
If not the heel.
true.
No belt and the biggest heel.
Yep, this is true.
And you
In
know
the
that's how you
business.
know you're a great
In the
heel.
business.
No belt. In the business too. Not, I mean,
Not
Roman is
not
mostly
just
'cause
in
he's a
your
champ.
company.
Yeah, mostly because he's a champ.
But
But him,
oh man.
he lives it. So you can't deny the fact that the dude is just a dick.
Word.
But you can see the genius in the character. And Gigi's absolutely right. Just like when you're that good of a heel without a championship, it's just next level. How can you deny the guy? You know what I mean? Like he's
Word.
old school and new school, which is weird when it's a great mix, by the way. That's why I'm a big fan of MJF. I'm like, yo, who's your favorite heel? I love Roman, but MJF just off the rip of
Yeah.
him just being being the biggest heel without a chip. It's crazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
And he
And-
never loses his edge.
Without a Christian.
There you go.
There you go. And that would be my first year. That'll probably take
I
a
like
little
that.
longer than a year, but that'll be my first yearish.
No, if you between Rampage and Thing,
Dynamite?
yeah, you could probably fit that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may be able to don't start it with that stuff, but have it in the middle, then towards the end. And then with Rampage, you either start it or end it with it. And you
Yeah.
can you can balance it out in the pay-per-views and all that. Like remember, what WWE has made us skeptical about is doing a storyline right and building it right over even a long or short period of time. Because you can create heat between two guys in like 2 matches just off what happened and shit, you cost me this or I cost you that. It can happen like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because apparently wrestlers are very sensitive. Because you cut a promo and he wants to give you a title shot. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you fucking suck. That's fantastic, but you've never beaten me in a match. What the fuck do I care what your opinion is? Who have you beaten? Nobody. Who have I beaten? Everybody. But if I come in there and I call you a bitch and I say I want a title shot, I'm in.
You got one. Yeah, that's it.
There you go, yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck that. I'd be like, yo, listen, I don't know who you are. Go away, go away, you peasant. You're a peasant. Walk away. Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing is you can build it right. You can do it right. And I think both of those are great ideas. Gotta get this right one day. Yeah.
Yo, Pooty, appreciate you stopping by, bro.
Thank you, sir. By the way, our boy Pooty has a great reaction video.
This is true. This is true.
Great reaction on YouTube thing going on, man. Check him out at Pooty the Placid, please. His reactions are on point. He does Thursday Rock, by the way, just letting you guys know. So, you know what I'm saying? Throw suggestions his way and he'll react to it. You know what I'm saying? He's legit. You know what I'm saying? And he's family, by the way. Known Pooty most of his life. Known him most of his life. So, Yeah.
Word. And his link is now in the chat.
There it is.
His link is now in the
Hey.
chat. There you go.
I'm
Go
gonna get a
check him
reaction
out.
video soon, but it's gonna be to porn. It's gonna be weird.
That's right.
No, it's gonna be to get more porn. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. We'll see how that goes.
To porn or to corn?
Porn.
Oh, okay. The bound chicken.
Street
Wow,
porn.
wow.
Yeah, I
You're
definitely
like, yo,
heard-
this is
I was like, what?
this is Big Black Asses 15. I didn't catch the first 14, but see what happens here.
Yeah, 15 is where it's at.
Yeah, it probably. Yeah,
Yeah, Jada Fire is all you need.
absolutely. Yeah, got Pinkies in this one. I know about her. We all know. See the facts. You know about her.
We got the facts here.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's gonna get demonetized right away.
It's all
First
right.
episode, last
It's a good
episode.
number.
Sue me for what?
My birthday is 15. So 15's a good number. I think you're gonna be in good.
There you go.
Good things. Good things
There it
don't
is, yeah.
happen.
And I'm a critique it acting wise and all that, by the way.
Oh yeah, they have to. The lighting, the hairstyle,
Yeah, the lighting,
makeup.
yeah, the cinematography. You know,
Yeah.
I want the script. which is
How-
going to be pretty much, are we doing this or not?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
How deep do they get into character?
fun.
You know what I'm saying?
Are they method actors?
Yes, you
and
know.
actresses?
I mean,
Are
how
they
deep is
in
their
their
love?
head?
No.
There
Exactly.
you go. There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Are they in their head? You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Did they just come here for the money? Shot?
Is it just head games?
Yeah, you know.
We will find out
That's
through the
it.
wonderful
Yeah.
journey that I will give you for one episode. Then I'll get demonetized and shut off YouTube for
I
a
just
year.
want to know. I just want to know if there's going to be bottomless mimosas over there as well, because we need to know
Absolutely.
these things. You know,
That's the only way you can do a porn.
everything.
Oh yeah. Anything but White Claws.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No, we're gonna have a lot of Mike's hard lemonade. Ah.
I got
By
that
the way,
one.
I'm ready for the sponsorship, Mike. I'm waiting. All right, yeah. So
Word.
CM Punk and Daniel Bryan's first year. This is fun. I want Daniel to come in, right? Promo in the middle of the ring, right? Have his time, you know, and somebody that thinks they're good enough comes out. I'm not gonna pick anybody because I just want to be somebody random that nobody would expect.
Jungle
Give me
Boy.
a Scorpio Sky or something like. There we go. Pop something like that, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, right, fantastic. We'll have a match. We'll have a match, right? Do it, right? It's a fun match. Scorpio's good. Bryan's good, right? Kind of a warm-up thing, right? CM Punk is not far behind him, right? Not at all. Then at one point, CM Punk is about to have a match with somebody, and Bryan goes, "No, I don't think you should have the match with him. We had a great match once before, remember? And only once. Remember that pay-per-view? It was something like a shattering point or something like that. You know, something close to that. You know what I'm talking about, right? They have one match, right, on a pay-per-view. It's a great match, right? And then after that match, you completely separate those guys. The next night on Dynamite, there's no follow-up to them. You know what I mean? Nothing at all. They all start their own storylines, right? Completely different. So CM Punk comes out the beginning of the show to cut a promo about the match. He's about to say something, literally. You know what I'm saying? Then MJF comes out. He goes, "Another one of you guys," and we all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of you guys come to my company, which in all due respect, he's absolutely correct. Come to my company to take my spotlight. I have been here to build this up from the beginning. What makes you think you deserve to be here? And then that promo between those two is just that 10 minutes or 15 minutes is going to be bad shit, right? But at no point do they agree to a match. They just talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That happens, right? 2 matches go by. Bryan comes out, and Bryan goes, "What I wanted to say about my match with," somebody cuts him off, and he goes, "What the fuck, man? I can't get a word in edgewise."
No Christian.
You know what I'm saying? Ricky Stark comes out. Stark comes out, and Stark goes, "Man, listen, I knew you were some kind of big deal in the Indies, right? And apparently somewhere else, so like you were you were like a yes man or something like that." And he goes, "No, I was never that kind of man, but I get what you're saying. What do you want?" Because what I'm realizing that apparently some people believe that you're really good in this ring. I don't. And I feel like you're standing in my ring. You know what I'm saying? So I figure if you leave now, I don't have to hurt you. Right? They're about to come to blows, and Taz comes out and goes, "No, no, no. You got to save this for later." So you build it up. You get the next pay-per-view, you just build up the tension, right? And like both guys are on different ends of the spectrums, and they're just building to it. Then you have that pay-per-view where they both wrestle. D. Bryan is the first match, right? You started with him. And then Punk is the second to last match. And the matches pretty much mirror each other. You know what I mean? It's back and forth, and they both end the matches pretty much like at the same time. And you're like, yo, this looks weird because it looks like the matches are kind of the same. But once again, different ends of the spectrum. You know what I mean? So those storylines end, right? They move on. And then D. Bryan goes straight up, listen, I just want to wrestle the best people in this company right now. Pentagon comes out and goes, Ray, listen, you want the best person in this company right now? I feel that's me. And he goes, all right, we'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And Punk comes out that same night, but on Rampage, it doesn't happen right after the pay-per-view. You don't see them that Monday. You see them on Friday. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, why they're not here? I'm like, yo, you want to know what? You're going to see that and be like, damn, they're not there. So now you got to watch Rampage or they're going to show up there. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the viewership up. And he goes, he comes out and like, all right, they start a whole program, you know, and that thing is out of respect, which is weird for Pentagon. Like, you want to wrestle the best? I feel like I am. We shake hands and they agree to a match. With Dynamite coming next, right? And then Punk is about to say something, and then you got Pac comes out. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, I've never liked the way you wrestle. I've never liked how you are. I don't even like the way you look. Look at me and look at yourself. How are you even a wrestler? Look at yourself. And he goes, well, first of all, I'm taller than you, so that helps. You know what I'm saying? And the storyline starts there. They get into it right away. You know, if you know Pac, you know he's short-tempered. There's beef.
Yep.
It's again another storyline. Like the thing between between Bryan and Pentagon is like a Booker T Benoit thing, like the best out of 5 series. You know what I mean? They wrestle on TV, win. All of a sudden, it culminates in a pay-per-view. Bryan wins, but it's not like he definitively won. It was like, yo, he got away with it. Like, yo, he kind of won. Like some bullshit roll-up. And Pentagon's like, you know what? Whatever, you won. Fantastic. Now, the other side of it, it's just straight ass whooping on Pac's side. He's more vicious. He's more violent. He doesn't care. But he gets cocky, go to sleep, win. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Penta have beef because they're like, yo, we're still friends, but yo, you're acting different. Like, I thought we were doing this together. Like, you know, you being friendly to him and I'm being an asshole to this dude. Fuck is that about? He goes, yo, I just wanted a good match with one of the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? The best in the world. He goes, well, I had a match with somebody that he thinks he is. He goes, that's your problem, not mine. And then there's the heat between those two. But that's another story for another time. You know
There you go.
Then they both move on. You know what I'm saying? At one point, Malachi Black runs into Daniel Bryanson. And he goes, listen, I'm understanding that you're pretty good with your feet. Well, you think you are. I feel you're not. He goes, no, I'm good with everything. It doesn't matter what I do. He goes, well, show me. It's literally just, yo, this is just pride. Show me. I want to see how good you really are. And that's how a lot of beef starts. It's just pride. You know what I'm saying? Wrestlers are sensitive and have a lot of pride, apparently. No problem.
It comes with the package.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And CM Punk is literally just cut a promo. He's in Chicago. They happen to be in Chicago at the time, right? You know, Nick Gage comes out. They bring him back. He goes, yeah, I'm understanding that you're straight edge, right? Have you ever bled with the straight edge? Did anybody ever cut you, Punk? You seem like someone that bleeds a lot. At least to me. You know, being king of the death matches at this point. Would you like to bleed with me, Punk? Would you like to do that with me, man? I was like, yo, this is not what I do. He goes, I'm sorry, I made it sound like it was an option for you. Right there. Pops him in the head with a blade. He starts bleeding. He goes, now, if you don't accept my match, I'm going to keep doing this until you do. I want you to understand, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. They have their match, right? So you put Punk in an atmosphere that's not his regular thing, right? The first one he loses to Gage because, you know, it's not his thing. He doesn't know anything about that. Then he finds his other part of himself, does it. We're good. Daniel does his thing on his side. Then when you have like their grand thing, right? Their grand thing. At one point, it goes, "Yo, I've heard the best in the world mentioned. Somebody's called you the best in the world. Somebody said I'm the best in the world. At one point, we're gonna have to prove that one of us is. We had one match here, only one match together. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't definitive. This one has to be. And you make it an Iron Man match. 60 minutes. See who the better man is. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, the next year they can go into title shots or whatever the fuck they want. I don't want to see them near a title for that year. I want to see them just proving and putting talent over. Even if a talent loses, they can get over it. We know that if you do it right.
Yeah.
And AEW has a good track record of doing that. Darby Allin, all those people, you know what I'm saying? Put these guys over while you still being as good as you are. And then when you meet each other, it's like, yo, you say you're the best in the world. I've been called the best indie wrestler. You were in the indies too. Let's figure this shit out right now. On their biggest stage. We'll do this tonight. And there's not the last match, because you don't want to disrespect the championship with that. They're the match, not the match before, maybe the third to last match, but it's an hour. Chain wrestling, high flying, whatever you want. I'm not going to call a winner, but I'm just saying it's going to be worth the money. You know what I'm saying? And then they can go after titles after that. I just want to see them wrestle like they did in the indies. Not for a title, just to the point of just winning. You know what I'm saying? Pride and animosity. That's it. I would go.
I like that. I like that a lot. Because it's
Nice.
deeper than rap on that one.
Yeah. And people forget, a lot of the best storylines started with, it was pride. It had nothing to do with championship. Like, yo, I think you suck.
Yeah.
I think you're not as good as people. These fans believe you're this. I don't think you're that good. I think I'm better than you. And then you get the, like with Pentagon, you get the best out of 5 series. And you get people that just don't like each other. You know, I have beef with you. The guy goes, well, I got beef with you now. So there it is. You know, that's the way I feel like. And in the championship, you can go second year, go after Kenny, go after Miro, go after whoever has the title. Maybe they can tag up together and win from the Young Bucks because they'll probably still have it. Because, you know, whatever. I feel like Santana and Ortiz will win it in Queens, but that's just me.
Nah, I have a
Same.
feeling also.
You want to
Same.
pop? You want to pop?
Same.
That would be it
Same.
right there.
Hell yeah.
If you could get
Same.
Yankee Stadium, that would have even more than
They need to win it in Queens. Fuck that. They're going to
I mean,
win
I'm
it
just
in
saying.
Queens.
Yo, if they would have went to
Well,
Yankee Stadium, somebody would have
Think about
got
Oh,
stabbed.
You
man.
get Yankee Stadium and they not only that, like let's say they win it in Queens and then you bring it back and they win it in Yankee Stadium. It's like
Yeah.
Casey winning the championship in Yonkers.
The pop
Word.
AEW there, the pop that they would get. Oh man,
It'd be
insane.
like some CM Punk when he won it in thing. When he won in Chicago, it'd be like, yo, he was just from
Oh.
here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be my whole thing. I don't want him to smell a
Right.
title picture.
This is as close as New York is where we ever had in AEW. Everything else was going to be in Jersey or in Jersey. How things were looking at, you
Maybe
know.
Long Island.
And then we hit, yeah, Long Island. That's it. But to have something in Queens where Queens, I feel like it's more local for
Yeah.
us. For anyone that lives in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, it's like a little bit more centered, you know. Bronx is the same thing if you do it in Yankee Stadium because it's just like right here, you know. But
Yeah.
it's the fact that we're just doing it in New York, and it has been how long since a real like wrestling company that's been blowing up the way. Not to say ROH hasn't blown up,
Mhm.
not to say that Hog, Tommy Yang, House of Glory. Not to say that those haven't blown up, but nonetheless, you have AEW where, yeah, you know what? We're their competition. No matter what Vince may say, yeah, they're not competition. It's not whatever. No, they're competition. They've been competition since day one because they were there to put a stamp, make a mark, like basically saying, nah, there's other forms of wrestling besides WWE. This is what it is, and it's just so refreshing to have that wrestling story being told in the ring, and the promos are not so bad. It's fucking great, and they have
Yeah.
more creative control. It's just more appealing to fans,
I agree. It's
you
always
know.
great
And
when you see the wrestler being themselves.
yeah, like we don't live in a hocus pocus world. Some of the funny honky shit, like some bullshit, is funny, yeah, but not all the time. And then when you give us a fucking bullshit ass story, it makes no sense. It's like, what are we doing here? We're smarter than this. You're insulting our intelligence. So with this Pop in Queens, when they fucking come over, they're bodies from the Bronx. Okay? They rep New York hard. They rep their flag hard. Proud and powerful. And that's going to be felt in New York with a sold out crowd. And everybody's going to be hyped for that shit. And if they lose, we riot.
Word.
That's it.
Word.
There's a Fiesta!
Word.
God,
Tactical nuke incoming!
Bodies is gonna be coming through the fucking Ram. Everybody, that's it. The fucking LAX. Everybody out there. Latin
Hell yeah.
Kings, Queens, LAX, Cubanos. Let's go. Everybody out there.
Mad
Fucking
Blade.
inner circle coming out like, this is bullshit.
Mad
Yeah.
blades out there.
Word. Ching 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 ching.
Gonna be a whole lot of razors coming out of mouths.
Hell yeah.
Like, you guys still do that? Oh, all right then. Cut every white folk you see and just walk away.
Nick Cage gonna be like, hold on, wait. I could have fit my blade in people's mouths. How they got them? How they got them
I'm
under?
saying, wait a minute, how do you do that?
Yeah.
You know how many matches would have been dope if I could do that?
And the riot starts when all the fans start throwing the chairs inside the ring. That's how the riot starts. That's how any riot starts. If anybody's seen the Boondocks, anybody would know. If you throw a chair in the crowd, it starts a riot. All right? I
That's
learned
it.
this from the Boondocks, and you know what? I've seen it in ECW matches and other wrestling matches. Just throw a chair in the fucking ring. It's a motherfucking riot. We rioting up in this bitch. And then everybody gets shanked out.
Word. Word.
Yo. That's it. Oh,
And
man.
then we're off to
I'm-
Madison Square Garden.
I don't, I don't know about that. I think my couch.
No,
Is
I'm
there
talking
for-
about AEW. And then the next stop for AEW is Madison Square Garden.
Yes, let's go for that. I'm like, wait, is it WWE going to Madison Square Garden? I was like, wait, what the hell? Unfortunately, they are. Womp womp.
Yeah.
But AEW should totally take this.
I know this is probably a bad question, but they don't have the show.
I was wondering the same thing when I said that. I think over half an hour ago. He got fam over. That's it. Birthday boy out.
Him downstairs. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah. Well, you want to do the next thing, Vince, is what we spoke about before? Or you want to do something else?
Remind me, which is
Was the Cena Goldberg thing.
we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Vince, right, the fact that I was realizing the parallels between Goldberg and Cena in a sense, right? Like when Goldberg wasn't losing at all, and the trajectory to the title shot was one thing, and then Cena would lose, but he'd get the wins back. And it was kind of like a win streak in a sense. And I was like, I can see the similarities so much, and very few can see it. And I'm looking like, yo, it's like the booking is a little the same in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're looking at it
Same
like, wait,
exact thing.
yeah, you're looking at it like, yeah, it's like, wait, let me get this right. So that happened with Goldberg, right? And then it took a cattle rod to dethrone him, which is fucking stupid. Whatever. That's another story for another time. Then Cena, it was like I lose to the top guys, but I get my win back right away. Like I can't just lose, unless I get injured, like with the Batista thing. Then he came back in record time. Props to him, by the way. Props to him.
Right.
Support to that fella for being able to pull that off. But still,
Nah,
fuck
they-
Cena.
They lied about how long that recovery is.
Yeah. I probably. It's wrestling. You can
Yeah.
you can swerve us all day.
For real.
And you're looking at it like, did anybody at one point go, we can book him like Goldberg, but just tweak it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And realizing how limited John Cena is, just like Goldberg was. Like knowing the limitations of what you're working with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Goldberg was a good athlete, but not a great wrestler. And Cena is strong, but not a good wrestler.
Wrestler.
I can't say he's a good athlete because that's a lie.
Yeah, that's not in the fact folder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's literally booking two individuals that are similar, not in build, but in how do I say, in limit of their abilities and what they can do. Clearly one is more charismatic than the other. Clearly.
Oh
you know.
yeah.
Their moveset is not ranged well. Let's
No.
just say.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? And when they go outside of the box, they hurt somebody. Goldberg tried that crescent kick on, you hit Bret Hart with that crescent kick, concussion.
Ended
Cena
his
made a
career.
move and you fuck somebody's back up, and I'm like, there it is. Like, just stay in your wheelhouse, but the booking is the same.
Goldberg hitting himself on the locker and causing himself a concussion.
And John
hurting
Cena
himself
missing
before
Batista
he
and
ends up
everything
hurting
back.
other people.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just
John Cena
saying.
not
You know?
timing that Batista bomb correctly and taking himself out for a while.
No.
Because that's all Cena.
That was bad.
Nothing.
That was bad.
Batista's just like literally just like putting hands on you. That's Cena the whole way.
Yeah.
That's not him knowing how to land properly. And I'm like, I can just. It's literally the same booking and the same character, just in different perspectives, different entities. You know what I mean?
And if you think about it, the setup for the attitude adjustment is the 15 shoulder blocks, which is the equivalent to one spear. And then the jackhammer and the attitude adjustment kind of look the same. Just one looks better than the other one.
Yeah.
The jackhammer looks better than the attitude adjustment, but it's very similar.
Yeah. Like I thought about it, I was like, it's pretty much you're booking the same person, just in a little bit of a different way. I always found it interesting to me. I don't know what you think, Gigi, but I told Vince, I think it's very interesting that same booking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I can see it. I mean, literally came in at the same time, same more or less character, coming straight for the title. I mean, no, and then on top of that, both of the fucking champions is like, nah, I'm not trying to fight you. Both of them.
Yep.
Roman Reigns did it. Bobby Lee was like, yep, I'm not doing it either. Literally the same thing. You're getting the same story.
Bobby Lee?
Bobby Lee. We're going to do Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee has been signed.
Bruce Lee's brother has been signed.
That's right.
Bobby Lee.
We got him.
Others.
So there we go. That's it. Yeah. No, it's the same shit. I completely agree with you, Lay. One is gonna go over and one is not. Unfortunately, because they literally write the same shit.
In reality,
it's like I would like for one to be the upside down world. I'm just saying, like if we're doing this dumb shit, if you're gonna have one go over, unfortunately, I don't want nobody to go over. I want our champs to stay the same, point blank. This shouldn't even be happening overall. But at the same time, who else did we have to fight? Had Roman who else did we have for Roman to fight?
Finn Balor.
At that point, Finn Balor. Yeah, but Finn Balor is good with big guys, but he also gets completely destroyed. And my problem with Finn Balor is that he's very accident prone. You know,
Is he?
like I feel
Or-
like he is.
or
I
is he
feel like
just
he's
working
a
with
little
people-
fragile.
Or just working with people that are pieces of shit. Like
That
look, the
too.
Kyle O'Reilly thing, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Kyle O'Reilly hits pretty hard. I understand that. But the Seth Rollins thing, Seth Rollins is just a piece of shit. He did it
Yeah.
to Sting. He did it to Balor. It's like, yo, my man, stop doing that. You clearly you were making money before, but for some reason you're not on point right now. Just take that move out of your arsenal and just keep moving. You know what I mean?
He didn't need the buckle bomb Sting 18 times. Because that's pretty
No.
much what at the end of the match, that's what it was. Buckle bomb,
Yeah.
buckle bomb, buckle bomb, buckle bomb, buckle bomb. It's like, my man, do it once, keep it moving. We'd have got Sting versus Undertaker.
You have a lot of moves.
And don't you lose points once you keep using the same fucking move over and over in the video game? It's like,
Yeah,
okay, this
you
is
lose
getting
momentum.
stale. Stop what you're doing.
Yo, listen,
Yeah,
if
what are
it
you
was
doing?
like that, Kenny Omega would be screwed because he has like
Yo.
50 V triggers.
Yo,
Yo,
listen,
how many V? Yo, I remember
This-
in New Japan, he would do 2 against
Yeah.
Okada.
I feel like
You
you know
would
what's crazy
plan
is that I
one.
feel like everybody now has something that has to deal with like a fucking knee strike to the face.
Oh, that's
type
MMA.
shit.
That's
I
MMA.
feel
That's
like
MMA's fault.
everybody
That's
has
MMA's
it.
fault. That's
Chinese
completely MMA's fault.
wizard, fucking everything.
Yep.
But the
And-
funny thing, the Shining Wizard
Everything.
was very exclusive to the Great Muda at one point. And then one American did it.
That's it.
It's like the
And
Super
now
Kick.
everybody is
It's like
like,
the Super Kick.
yeah.
Exclusive to the Gentleman Adams. The Gentleman Adams. And then Shawn Michaels took it and made it something. Now it's a Super Kick party. No. That was a finishing move at one point, and it made sense.
Like
Now
the
I hit you with
DDT?
4 of those, and you're awesome. I'm good.
Yeah. There's
Now the
people
V trigger's a
literally.
new one. The V trigger's a new thing. It's just like 80 V
Oh, yeah.
triggers, and you're still. I'm still in it.
Yeah,
Let me
bouncing
knee you
back.
in the face for real. You're not in it at all.
No.
You're out
You
of it.
know,
You
Your
go
nose-
90-90 boo boo.
Your nose is where your eyebrow is.
if you don't get
You're done.
one, like because of a psych force, you're just gonna grab a second one and then you're officially done. Because sometimes you might even want to miss it, like, nah, fuck that, come back, boom, all right, throw your ass out, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down.
I agree. yeah.
Reality, it's just it's literally so much.
What?
It's too much sometimes, and it's finishers are not finishers anymore. You have to have about like 50 finishers before you can actually finish your opponent. But a tap out or a pin up roll up is just instantly. We gotta wrap things
Yeah.
up, guys.
Most
Roll up
devastating
in.
move in sports
One,
entertainment.
Roll up,
That's
yeah.
it. Roll a pin. And oh man, it's so cringing to see it happen match after match. When you see it 2 times, one in a show or 2 times in a row, like, wait, didn't we just still have this last finisher?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
It's
That
like-
just
it's-
happened in the last
it's
match.
just- It's just a bitch ass cop out too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like nobody can look weak. No, somebody has to look weak. Somebody has to lose. Somebody got to lose.
And and back in the day, that's how the heel got over for a desperation roll up to get over the good guy, so that way they could keep the storyline going. Now it's just, well, we have 3 hours we have to fill, so
Yeah, chicken
got
legs
to
and
go out
roll
there.
them if- Yeah,
Yeah.
if you do it once, you know what, you're the one that's gonna get the reversal and the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
like gonna be able to catch it fast. It's like
Agreed. Yeah. It's just
it's too
it's
much.
a really it's a
Sometimes, sometimes
lame.
less is more.
Yeah.
There's the thing. Sometimes less is more.
yes.
and
Agreed.
and I love AEW, but sometimes it is a little bit too much where they're using the same move a little bit over and over and over again. They need to
Mhm.
just whiten up a little bit different. I would like to see Kenny Omega have just a little bit more, not to say more moves, but a different finisher for sure, or different like signature before going into a finisher. You know,
A setup,
change
a good
it
setup.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
absolutely. You know, like it. Not to say that the V trigger can't be your move, but you're using it so much where it used to be a finisher and now it's just a simple basic move.
It's
You
just part of your
turn
repertoire
something
now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
to something basic.
And to have the
Yeah.
ability to pull it off out of nowhere, you lose that pop when you keep doing it. Like when Shawn Michaels hit the super kick, it was literally out of nowhere, and that was it. When
Well,
everybody hits the super kick, it's like, oh man,
I remember one of my favorite ones was against Angle. That he just did it,
yeah,
and you're like, oh shit, it's over. You're like, it's over. Like he was awesome. He just did it. You're like, I love those when he did it and he falls back. He's just like, yo, that's all I had left. That's all I had left. You know what I'm saying? That was my last gasp, and I'm hoping I can. He grabs the leg man. He's like, oh, I did it. That was it. That's all I had. And I miss those. That's all I had moments
yes,
in wrestling. That
yes.
is literally
Yeah,
all I had,
agreed.
mostly for the baby faces. This is it. My last gasp. He does a tip up. He does the kick, and he's like, yo, that's all I have in me. After this shit, I'm going to lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the great storytelling that we're missing as well. That last gasp of the true baby face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my man, my move is very simple. It's all I got. Like, yo, it's all I have left. I got one good spear in me. I'm gonna roll him over. He kicks out. I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, I'm just assed out now. I'm done for today. I'm done for tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of the matches now just run off of spots.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you know, I'm gonna hit you, get out. I'm gonna jump over the top rope. Then you're gonna get in, and I'm gonna jump over this, and then we're gonna super kick each other. It's like, the spots are cool, but not one after another.
And somebody's gonna interfere or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody
like,
has a
you go to NASCAR to watch a car crash, but if every time you go to NASCAR, the only thing the cars are doing is crashing each other, it's like, all right, you know, it's
you don't care.
Can we
You don't
race
care
once?
anymore.
Yeah. I miss the racing. Yeah. No, yeah.
Either give me a very great baby face like last effort, like that's all he's doing, or give me a creative win for the baby face. Or some Eddie Guerrero like with the boot and Kurt Angle. Like, oh, my ankle fucked up. All of a sudden, he's like, actually, I was good. You just fell for it, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
man, a win's a win, bro. You fell for it, man. What do you want? I was smarter than you tonight. And that's not a heel move. That's just being more crafty than the other guy.
Yeah. Not like
Give me that.
John Cena duct taping Batista to the pole.
I'm not gonna get into that about that, by the way. I'm not gonna get into that about that. I saw that and I was like, yo, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, nah, I don't like that.
Nah, me neither.
I get what they were going for, like making Cena smarter than Batista, but it just made him look like a bitch. Like, yo, you couldn't put him out.
Yeah.
You couldn't end the fight with him. So you copped out in the lamest way possible.
Yeah. Agree.
Heel shit.
Yeah, it's not like when Roman
did some heel shit.
Like when Roman had the thing with the Big Show, and he put him through that announce table, and then he put all the announce tables on him.
Oh yeah.
That's ending it. You know what I'm saying? That's like it makes you point like, yo, I get all of this shit before you win, bro. I can't. We're good.
Nah. What about when all the chairs fell?
I'm very
on TLC.
Yeah, and
when he literally buried it.
John Cena. John Cena, wasn't it? John Cena that was buried.
No, John Cena buried the man who's buried.
Man who's buried, yeah.
Yeah, he pulled the chairs down and buried him.
Everybody goes.
Another heel move.
Yo, every count I've ever seen.
That was great though, because we saw them chairs fall. We were like, damn, they're still falling. Damn.
Yeah. You know, something like, wow, he's just literally burying him. I mean, he already buried the Nexus. So
literally.
Might as well.
Another heel move. He's gonna attitude adjust Batista onto the concrete from the ramp, and Batista quits. And he goes, fuck it, and does it anyway. What happened?
And look how successful he is right nowadays.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. Where's his respect?
He has
That's
his own
true.
respect.
Where's his
is
loyalty to
true.
the fucking to the rules? He quit. Match
Well, he
is
doesn't.
over.
He doesn't say anything about honor. You see, what
No,
honor?
he doesn't
another
say
warrior,
honor. No,
he would say when a
no.
warrior to warrior, if a warrior quits, you honor the fact that he did, and you respect the fact that he did it, that he fought you. So,
Yeah,
he said loyalty, hustle, and respect. He ain't nothing but honor.
yeah, or integrity.
Even though the Marines have the code of
intelligence.
honor, which he likes to portray all the time.
Yeah, the fucking puñeta.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That is the most Puerto Rican thing you said now.
Hey,
I
I'm
agree.
more Puerto Rican and more Puerto Rican on ya. You know, I gotta let it out slowly.
Hey man, listen, bro. The point is, when you do it at the right time, it's completely worth it.
That's it.
We might have got 3 more views out of that. Like, yo, I can relate to that guy.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll bring out some Dominican shit in a minute, but when I speak about people that I really hate,
like the Miz.
Like, yeah, that's one of them. It's one of them. Edge, it's another one. Like, whatever. In time.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
get to
we,
We'll get to
yeah.
those. I got a question for you, for both of you, because I know. Now here's something that I've always thought that it could have been booked better, and it could have been a way better storyline had he done it correctly. Now, when you're doing Austin and Triple H, right? The 2-man power trip, which I hate that title. I hate that whole concept. I hate it. But my question is, would you have kept them together, or would you have them turn on each other? Like kind of using each other for success. And then eventually they're like, you know what? I have never liked you. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, Austin has always been bigger than Triple H. Triple H just wanted to be the guy. In the words of The Undertaker, like, yo, you're never going to be Shawn Michaels. Which, by the way, I love that whole thing. When he said that, me and my boys were like, yo, oh shit. I was like, yo, somebody finally said it. You're not as athletic. You're not as charismatic. You just have the stroke back there because you're fucking the boss's daughter. That's real life.
Facts.
It's real life.
Yep.
But with that going on, how would you have booked that to make it more interesting and not make it the way it ended up being so fucking bland and boring? I thought, to me, that whole thing was boring. I went with it because I love Stone Cold, but I was like, this shit sucked so much ass. It could have been so much more interesting. I have my take on it, but I want to hear your two take because I know you probably have, great ideas. As you just did with the AEW thing, with like Buck and Daniel and everything like that. Whatever we said is probably better than anything WWE would have thought of. So,
Nah, those are facts.
Yep.
Shit.
No
Hey,
rush.
you took it back, bro. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to remember how it ended.
Word. How did it end?
It ended really stupid, and it was like it made no sense. It was one of those things where like they lost. They all lost all their
that's
titles.
very helpful.
They lost the tag team titles. Then Triple H lost the Intercontinental title. Then Austin lost the WWE title. And he was like slowly written off. But the point is, everything about that story sucked.
They did
It was right after the
title, I
Alliance.
don't want to be your friends no more.
Right after the Alliance kind of thing.
Okay.
Came off the Alliance thing.
Yeah, I remember the storyline. I just didn't remember how it ended. But
yeah,
shit, we lost the title, so I don't want to be your friend no more. That's
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna come something better than that. I'm confident with that, like arrogantly confident, like tribal chief confident.
I don't even know why they even put them in to begin to the first place because I don't know. I just always felt like both of their personalities just didn't mesh well.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
It didn't. The character that you were selling with Stone Cold and then the character you were selling with Triple H at that time, to sell them as a tag team just didn't make sense. It really did. It made it feel like it had nothing in common, and is one of those tag teams that are forced upon us.
And it's funny because the thing is, right, you have the one of the original rebels in all of WWF lore, right? with Stone Cold. There's Roddy Piper, Stone Cold, right? Like you have these guys that are rebels, and then you're forcing Triple H into a rebel when he came back. Like his whole gimmick is he's like against the authority, but then he becomes the authority. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the guy that is against the authority fucking with the authority. I don't care about that shit.
You don't want to
Don't go to
see
Stone Cold.
Seth Rollins?
What?
You don't want to see Seth Rollins? Because that's pretty much what he did
What?
when he
What?
turned his back on the Shield.
Can I ask you a
and went
question?
with-
Vince, what did I do to you? I'm asking for your honest opinion. What are you doing here? I know. No, I know. By the way,
I'm sorry. I'm
gotta
sorry.
tell
I'm sorry.
the one
Listen,
thing
he was
about- the
talking
one thing-
about Triple H and Stone
Yeah.
Cold. We're not
get it.
bringing
No,
Seth
no.
Rollins into
But
this mix
the
now.
true rebel in the Shield was always
Dean Ambrose.
Moxley.
Yeah.
Period. Because he
No,
didn't
I
look.
got
He didn't have long hair. His hair didn't. He looked nothing like everybody else.
Yeah.
Everything about him, you knew he was not the guy.
Mhm.
Ever. The other two guys, they were pretty good looking fellas, I guess. They fit the mold. They even gave Roman Reigns blue contacts. Didn't understand that at all. Threw me off. Because they want to make him more white than white. Because
Yeah.
God forbid you're Samoan in wrestling. Because that's never been successful.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
No, that's never. Wait, it has. No, it has. Yeah, it has. I'm sorry. But you got to make him
Just a
white because
little
he's
bit.
light skinned.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a tan. He's not dark skinned like The Rock. Let me get him on the mic with enough time. Whatever you say.
No, yeah. So, all right.
You
So
know
I
what I
have
mean? It's like it's that
yeah.
thing.
I have an angle for
I'm
you.
so
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you. Once you said the color skin of the Rock, I literally have two Pop Funkos and of the Rock, and one is much lighter skin than the other, and you just made me think about that. Completely random. Anyway, continue, Vince.
All right. So I have an angle, right? So we're in the midst of it when they're the champions,
Absolutely.
and
Yes.
we're on a Monday Night Raw. Triple H is doing this. He's in a match, and you see in the backstage, Kurt Angle's trying to get in on this group. So he's talking to Austin, and and Austin's like, "Yo, get out of here," because he sees, Kurt Angle's a good wrestler, but he can play the I want to be cool too guy.
Like
so
he wants to be part of the group.
Yeah, so Austin ain't buying this shit. He's like, nah, we got what we got. And then there's a few weeks of that where Austin's in the match and Triple H is talking to Kurt Angle and all that other stuff. So we have Kurt Angle in the mix, and there's tag team defense where it's Kurt Angle and Benoit versus Austin and Triple H. And Austin and Triple H go over because Kurt Angle is trying to prove that he's with them. And then that next Monday, I would have the APA attack Triple H. But Austin's nowhere to be seen. So Kurt Angle comes down and helps out Triple H. Right? And then you would have the same dynamic. The Triple H is mad at Austin now, like, yo, where the fuck were you? And I was like, hey, man, I'm handling business with the boss. What the hell were you doing? You can't, you need a babysitter? Like, what's wrong with you? I thought you was the game. So then, yeah. So the
Oh.
next,
That's good.
So the next week, Austin gets cornered by the APA, and Kurt Angle comes out again to save Austin, but no one touches Austin. And then it gets to the point where it's like, yo, what's going on here, Austin? And Austin's like, yo, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. And Triple H and Austin defend their tag titles, and they lose the titles.
Mhm.
Because of some mix-up where Kurt Angle's distracting Austin and Triple H gets pinned, and now Triple H is pissed off at Kurt Angle, and Austin and Triple H ain't vibing, and then we go into a SummerSlam. It's Kurt Angle versus Triple H, and in the middle of that match, the APA comes out again, attacks both of them. And Austin is, let's say, because I think Austin was the champion and Triple H was the Intercontinental champion at this time also, right? So Austin's defending his title against The Rock or somebody. He wins. He successfully defends it. And Triple H goes up to Austin like, yo, what the hell is going on? The body yada yada. And Austin's like, you know what? Let's settle it. You need a babysitter? Let's settle it. APA versus Austin and Triple H. They wrestle. Triple H is in the entire match. APA won't let him tag Austin. Triple H goes to tag Austin. Austin steps off the apron, walks out of the ring. APA has their way with Triple H. We find out the next week that Austin has been paying the APA to beat the shit out of Triple H because he's done with this.
That's
All
nice.
he wanted was the heavyweight championship. He didn't sign up for no tag team shit.
APA.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's one of my favorite tag teams
Yeah,
all the time. That's dope. I like that. Yeah.
that's how I'd have done it.
You had me go with Kurt Angle first. That he was the guy doing it, and that's good because everybody would think it's Kurt Angle. Like, yo, I'm trying to get in. That's fucking clever. I'll be right back. Gigi, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a tough follow.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I'm
it.
just gonna quit
No
right
pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. But you know
here. That's all I
that.
have. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I'm too lit for this.
Yeah, she's gonna be awesome. And John Cena comes out.
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
John Cena. No, God, no. Oh man, APA was good. That was funny. Oh man. No, man. Wait, is this? Are we done with China at this point? I think we're done with China. Yeah, we're definitely done with China at this point. Oh man, that's too. I can't even. Yeah, so I'm gonna pass. And no,
I mean,
no, the APA was so good, man. I wouldn't haven't even thought about that shit. Like I just see them. I'm like, nah, they just don't need to be together. They just need to continue like to feud and type shit, but then like let it go at the same time. I don't know, because you just put you put Austin and Triple H in a tag team together, like that's like putting a body in the heights. You don't do that. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't work
Word.
out. It doesn't work out. It really doesn't not work out. Like due to state law, that should not be happening.
word.
Damn, I don't know. Like some twist with Mankind or some shit like that. I don't know. You got me on the spot. I'm too fucked up for this shit. I'll pass.
She said she would send the Miz and Edge back in time to ruin Austin and Triple H's tag team.
They would have got squashed. They would have got squashed. They would have been jobbers to them guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a fan like that, but I know who you can squash. Triple H just squashed in both of them by himself in a handicap match, like Drew
Right.
McIntyre,
Oh yeah.
easily. Now this is my whole thing, right? Which I like every time I saw that shit, it's fucking annoyed me. All right, so the whole thing is right. They get into this right, this deal, right? Austin from the get is like, you know what, man, I'm doing this because I got all the power, but I really don't like this guy. And Austin is like in character is never like Triple H. You're like, you're a yes man. You like sucking off McMahon's wang. Go fuck yourself, right? But we're successful together for now, right? Fantastic, right? We defended titles a couple of times or whatever. And as they tag together, Austin you can see the disdain on his face. Like even when he's about to tag him, like they pan to Austin's face and he's also. And Triple H is like, yo, but we're winning. He's like, whatever, we're winning. I don't care, right? So they have a match against Kane and The Undertaker, right? And The Undertaker literally goes, you don't even like this guy, right? You don't even like him. And Austin can't hide it anymore. He was like, I don't like him. I don't even want to be near him right now. And Triple H turns and goes, but we've won. He goes, I can win it with anybody. I don't need you to win. I can pick somebody from the back. I'll win with them. I don't need you to win with. You pick a jobber from the back, right? Some random dude comes out, goes winning with him. He has a match against the Hardy Boys for the fuck of it, right? And Austin stuns right away. He comes in, stuns. 1, 2, 3. I won with nobody. You try it, right? So he picks somebody randomly. Austin goes, whoa, but I got to pick the tag team. You put me on the spot, I'm putting you on the spot. Who do you have to beat? The APA. You and that Burger have to beat the APA. Then you prove that it's just a good go up, but you beat the chief of it. I'm the APA. Are you serious? I go, yo, you put me on the spot, I put you on the spot. You said I couldn't win with some random burger. I beat one of the best teams in the WWE that have won ladder matches time and time again. You have to beat the APA. I see them as being equals. Good luck. Triple H loses and loses bad, and the APA pins him. They make a point to pin Triple H. They throw the burger out of there and they pin him on some like, you know what I'm saying? Austin goes, see what I'm saying? I don't need you. You need me. You're not that important. I am. And he goes, we got to do that again. He goes, all right, we'll do it at pay-per-view. Fantastic. You know, we got Armageddon coming up or some shit some random shit they named. Nothing important. Nothing important at all.
Yeah.
You understand? He goes, all right. So we'll pick each other's tag team partner. Triple H picks the Hurricane for Austin. Austin goes, all right, I get it. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Austin goes, Hurricane, checkmate. You get Funaki. Checkmate, you asshole. You think I can't play this game? The game? How you get Funaki, you prick? Right? Now, the tag teams are picked randomly. Doesn't matter who they're facing, right? But the point is, whoever loses the tag team titles for them.
Oh.
Exactly. Right? Random draw, right? They get Triple H gets the Dudley Boys. Pretty fucked up, right?
Oh yeah.
They're like, what do you want? Right? These cats get Edge and Christian. They just put them back together for the fuck of it. I'm like, those are two very experienced tag teams, by the way.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Whatever. Triple H loses with Funaki. Not a surprise. Because Gregory Helms is better than Funaki. Right? And all of a sudden, there was a tag team title. And Austin goes, you see what I'm saying? See what I mean? Both tag teams are equal experienced. And you lose to them with Funaki. But I had Funaki. You picked the Hurricane for me. What do you want? You picked a better partner for me than I did for you. That's not my fault. Aren't you the game? And then Triple H goes, you know what? How about this one? I just challenge you for the title. And he goes, on what? Every time I gave you something to do, you lost. What are you going to challenge me on with? Who are you? You know, but he aggravates Stone Cold to the point that, like, yo, I'm going to face him. And Stone Cold beats him and goes like that. This is what I've been saying this the whole time. You are not on my level. And it ends like that. You have never been on my level.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, no, that would have definitely been Attitude Era-ish.
Yeah. You see? And that Funaki shit came to me like literally. I was like, yo, who is somebody that's not as good?
I was thinking
Hurricane.
Gilbert.
And Hurricane is good. Hurricane is good.
No, yeah, he is.
No mistake about it. Gregory Helms is good. But I'm like, yo, Funaki. Yeah, that makes sense. With Funaki back, you'd be like, Funaki? He goes, yeah. I got him a plane ticket. That's your partner. And you're the game, and I just checkmated you.
Yep.
Eat it.
And that would have been some comedy because Triple H would have looked at Funaki and Funaki would have been #1 SmackDown announcer.
Exactly. He goes, he just said an announcer. He goes, that's not my problem.
Hey.
Gregory Helms and
Oh, no.
Stone Cold chugging beers.
Word. And then Triple H just walks out the back losing the title and Hurricane's like, yo, you just lost the title. What's up with that?
Exactly. Yo, he writes himself. What's up?
That's it.
He writes himself. He writes himself, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Your
Shit.
attitude era, pure hilarity, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's always something I want to see being rewritten. There's a lot of storylines I always want to see rewritten in a certain way. But that one is like it's always made my dick itch a little bit. Like I don't want to see that shit. Hated that whole thing.
Yeah, nah, I hear you.
Saying, yeah. I mean, if you guys have anything like that, let me know because it's always fun to rewrite history to be better. You know, certain things don't need to be rewritten. Other things need to badly. Like that whole Triple H era of doom that he had going on. He should have lost to Booker T. Clearly.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He definitely should have.
I didn't understand
Yeah,
that at all.
that was, yeah. He should have definitely just had Booker T go over.
Yeah.
It made zero sense overall.
And especially since it got really racist at one point. Like someone like you should never be champion.
Excuse me,
what?
sir?
Someone like, what? I mean, in a real fight, I'll fucking destroy you, son.
Nah, yeah, he would.
Oh, by the
It
way,
was bad.
side note. Rest in peace to Bobby Eaton.
Oh yeah.
Word.
Me and Show gave him a moment of silence. If you guys want to talk about him, we could
Oh
say
yeah.
some stuff and then end the podcast with.
It's funny. We're selling. Because I remember I put it up in a group that it's Ron, Hodge, and Pooty, right? Yeah, like and Ron's like, who's that? And I go, yo, he's part of the Heenan family. And he goes, oh. So I know he's good off that because Heenan doesn't manage burgers. I was like, exactly. Heenan never managed burgers.
Yeah.
They might not be able to be on the mic, but they can at least wrestle.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Haku and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things, one of the first members of the Midnight Express. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And a staple of just solid wrestling all around, you know what I mean? One of those guys that you don't appreciate till you get older. When you're a kid, you're like, he's just that guy. When you see him
He's one of the
wrestle,
absolutely. He was
Yeah.
definitely underrated. Like in all honesty, like his wrestling style, his techniques about it, and everything like that, it just made him so good to watch.
yeah. Like
It
if he
was
would have
fun
been
to
better
watch.
on the
Once I
stick,
saw this shit,
he would have been better on the
Yeah.
stick. He could have been a good mid-carder, period. You know, but
oh yeah, for
no,
sure.
all around talented man, and I would never see a match that I wasn't entertained with. You know, so unfortunate to lose somebody that talented. You know what I mean? But you know, always a fan. You know, appreciate it when I got older. You know, and thank you, man. Thank you for all the good times. You know,
Yo, not for nothing. I hate to say it like this, but the Heenan family, the fraction up there is getting a little bit stronger up there. I don't know how
Yeah.
wrestling heaven is gonna look like.
there's some
That's
great
it.
matches happening right
That's
now,
it.
up there, man.
There's some great matches happening
Great
right
match
now.
up there.
That's it.
You got
Monsoon
Bobby,
is
you got
just
Bobby
fucking
Eaton.
commentating.
Yeah, you got Bobby Eaton versus Chris Benoit right now up there, man. With a running by Eddie.
Amazing.
I'm loving that right there.
Brian Pillman versus
Fantasy
Brody Lee.
matches for your life right there. You're looking at that right there.
Oh, that is
Mr. Wonderful
something.
versus Rick Rude. Looking like some heavenly, literally some heavenly stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Unfortunate to lose somebody that
Absolutely.
talented, but yeah, you know,
All
I
right.
can appreciate it now that I got older. I can look back at those matches and probably watch some during the weekend and be like, yo, I get it, man. Yeah, I understood it, man. Yeah. Sucks, man. But yeah.
Right.
Yo, so Pimp said
Another wrestling legend.
word. Pimp said that he definitely will be missed. One half of the greatest tag team of the '80s, the Midnight Express. There'll never be another Midnight Express.
Absolutely.
This is
Right.
facts, man.
Absolutely, yeah. Even that half-ass attempt in the 90s
Yeah.
with Bart Gunn and Holly, which I feel bad for Holly and Bart Gunn about that.
Hey.
They shouldn't have done that, but whatever, whatever it is.
One was an ass
But
man, the other one was an asshole.
Does a chat have anything about any matches they would like to book? Because they're great with it. Chat's
yeah.
great with it.
Yeah, then Pimp also said he was as good as a solo wrestler as he was as a tag team wrestler, which is that was true.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. He
You
gave
know,
him and Stunning Steve Austin had some great matches.
oh yeah, you know Jericho
Yeah.
has a picture of him and
Yeah.
them in the ring together.
Yeah. He said
Which
you can
I was
call a match
surprised.
from the fly. You can call a match from the fly, like he was that good of a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you see that was back in the day when the wrestling event was more important than anybody going over. You know, it was like you did the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because you needed to be on TV and look good. Because if you look good on TV, anybody hire you. Because you had the
Get the reputation.
yeah, and the territories. You know,
Absolutely, yes.
and it was all about making money.
Yeah,
And then now everybody wants to be that top guy. And
they can't,
like,
but they're trying.
yeah, it's
They're
either
trying really hard.
they're trying to be the top guy or they're not trying to do anything. They're just trying to exist.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. I remember I was thinking about it, just booking a random fantasy match. And I was like, what's the most random match you can ever think of? Now, honestly, I thought about Kevin Nash versus Lance Archer. The Lance Archer now.
That is a random match right there. Like
And
Kevin Nash and
Diesel.
the
Random match.
Oh, Diesel,
No, Diesel.
versus okay,
Diesel.
yeah,
A
yeah,
younger one.
that'd have been something because Diesel could move.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what do you think about Brody Lee versus hold up, don't tell me, I just had his fucking name. Bruiser Brody.
That'd have been awesome, man. I feel like Brody Lee
That would
could
have
have
been good. That would have been
Brody-
a tough. That would have been a tough match.
First of all, it would have been tough to tell them apart.
That's true.
But it would have been fun because I think Brody could adapt to anything that you put in front of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, do you want? Because we're gonna have to end this pretty soon because we got work tomorrow, like dickheads. But do you want next week another round 2 of fantasy booking?
Yeah, sure.
We'll have a whole week to prepare, and we'll have another round of fantasy booking.
GG. Vince, a whole week.
A
Show's
whole
not
week.
here either, but whatever.
But show doesn't even know what we're talking about when he's here.
True. Yeah.
But hey, happy birthday to Show, because
Yep, happy birthday,
he's
Show.
not here, but we're still gonna celebrate him. There you go.
By the
There
way,
you go.
It's on his screen.
It
Pause
is.
for that.
All I see is happy birthday. That's all I see.
I see his chair in and out.
And the WWE logo.
I see his chair in and out, by the way.
And balloons.
I put the balloons in the I don't know what's going on.
Be like, I spy with my eyes.
Yeah, I put the happy birthday and the balloons on his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't even know it was his birthday until I see people tagging him on Facebook. I'm like, hold on, wait. Yo, it's your birthday, bro? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh shit. All right, let's see if we can. I was trying to put fireworks, but it didn't look right. So he got that.
Yeah. Yeah, fantasy booking. Yeah, we can do that again. It's good around. It gets everybody involved. It's fun,
Yep. Yeah. And we could
give me a whole week to prepare for this, because
and you'll do it in an hour.
Yes.
Write shit down.
She'll be like, I'll go last, and then she's like, oh, fuck.
Yes.
And
I still won't give you the full story. I'm just like, a match with this one, a match with that one. This one sounds pretty cool. I'm just giving out matches.
And this time we'll add some tag teams because you notice we didn't really have tag team matches in the last fantasy booking. So we could think of that.
I'm with it. Yeah, I'm good about it. We can probably also do I was thinking shit escapes me now. the most racist wrestlers or tag teams in the history of either companies. Like, it was just so racist. You're like, yo, can you not see that as a
Okay.
company?
Okay. So
You know
like
what I
the
mean?
gimmicks they had.
Ah, yeah, the gimmicks there, the most racist gimmicks. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Because I was about to say, oh, we going personal.
No, not like that.
All
Not
right,
booking wise. Not booking wise.
Okay.
Gimmicks. We can do
Okay.
booking a completely. That's a whole nother 3 hours of that.
Like on some junkyard dog shit.
Yeah, or some like Yakuza shit.
Yeah.
You try to do, yeah. You know, that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? The Nation was one thing, but whatever.
No, for real. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened to Show Pimp. He boogied and he probably did fall asleep.
Well, he
Either
probably had
that or-
family over. He's celebrating with them. He's
Yeah.
having some White Claws.
Yeah. But hey, the good news is he showed up on time though. Which is crazy. He showed
2
up
times
on
in a
time
row.
and left early. Yeah. So that means that he's not gonna be a part of the show next week.
So we gotta take the wins as we can get them.
Yeah, for real.
We
We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna
A win's
hire
a
the
win.
APA on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Word.
I'm not gonna pay APA money. I can do it myself, but if
No, I
I needed
hate-
to, we
Well,
should.
you're the APA.
Oh, there we go. I'll take that. Yeah. I just don't want that terrible
What?
shirt they had. Fuck that one shirt.
The
You're like,
APA?
yeah, that one terrible shirt. Forget what it said, but you're like, that's a real questionable shirt, fellas.
Mm.
APA shirt, I'll take any day. I'll take that any day. I was a huge fan of the gimmick
The
anyway.
other
So I
one,
love
though, yeah.
Oh yeah, for real. But yo, on that
It
note,
was crazy.
oh go ahead.
I still have I'm sorry. Speaking about merch, I found an old ass fucking WWE Divas shirt. It was a 3/4. I was like, get the fuck out of here, because I remember buying that shit when they had the WWE restaurant in Times Square. And I was itching to get the Lita one, but the Lita one was sold out, and I was kind of pissed off because I wanted to like cut out her little feet the way she had it. I was in a full Lita mode, but I actually found an old ass 3/4 sleeve WWE Divas. It just said Diva, and I was like, "Yep, my thanks. Fuck you. Take my money."
Damn. Damn. And we end the
Okay.
stream with the divas.
And we ended the streak with the Divas.
And the funny thing
That's
is,
it.
I know it was Vince the catalyst to the Diva thing.
This is true. She wanted to kick my ass
Yes.
last week because I called them. Look at this.
Oh
fuck.
my God,
Look
so
at-
badly. I
look
was like,
at
they're
this
not
fucking
Divas.
guy.
They're women's champion.
We
Oh
was-
my God, are you fucking serious? We're about to leave. Pero ande de diablo, ¿qué pasó?
My apologies.
No.
Wait a minute.
nigga.
Hold up. Wait, time out. Your apologies.
Yeah.
I like your casual nonchalantness to it. My apologies.
My apologies.
No,
I
it
was
was.
only
left
out for
for
5
about
minutes.
3.5 hours.
There's something you
Oh.
want to
You
say?
son of a
Like-
Canadian.
Word.
This is amazing.
It always happens, man. It's like I lay down for a second.
Yo, my man, we went through
fell asleep.
storylines 2 times over.
Hey,
Yeah.
I opened my eyes, saw you
I get
talking.
that.
I heard somebody talking. I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here with the baby.
No.
Oh,
You need- you
wait,
need,
wait,
like,
didn't
You
somebody
need
say
power
he
naps
passed out?
and electrolytes.
Yo, for real. Yeah, he
Word.
passed out.
Somebody was like, yo, Show passed out. Like, oh, it's his birthday. He's just chilling.
Happy 36.
No.
Pimp was like, "Yo, show sleep." Like, nah, he probably went because the baby crying or something.
Yeah, she was. That's what happened. I was here.
The viewers were generally concerned about you.
Yeah,
Nah.
baby-
I wasn't.
yeah.
He's like, I know
Hey,
it's
honey.
show.
You walk away. I'm like, yo, you doing something more important. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Just
the,
a birthday boy. We don't know.
we was sitting. I was
Word.
sitting here, and she was doing her thing. So I was like, "Fuck it, let me handle it real quick."
Let me go to sleep. The best way to shut her up is to go to sleep. You won't hear her.
Bro, that's the trick. You act like you're supposed to act like you sleep.
Oh, so you were method acting
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you fell asleep.
yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
then he got caught.
I
Then he
did.
got caught.
I did what
And
they
then he
did under the ring.
So the joke's on him.
Who was it that
Remember that.
who was it that fell asleep under the ring? That was me.
Hornswoggle.
There you
You're
go.
Hornswoggle.
Oh man.
So you're calling yourself Hornswoggle.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that, but
No, no.
no,
You
no.
said
He said
you fell
you.
asleep under the ring. That's me. That was Hornswoggle.
Yep. There you go. You're Hornswoggle now. Yo, Pimp just wrote in the chat. Go show you bastard.
Hey, I'm back.
Yo, we had 80 people here throwing a party for your ass, and you know where to be seen.
Word.
Hey, it's still my birthday technically.
No, it's gone. You an old man now. You
It's
46
done.
minutes.
We done with the show.
Yeah.
It's done. We done with the show.
Yo, literally,
We
yo,
signing
came,
off.
you came back as
That's
Vince
what people
was
do it.
like doing. You was about to do the parting call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
did that. I was 2 seconds away from pressing the button.
We were ending it.
So
We were ending it with the divas, and here you come.
you
with your
motherfuckers,
late ass, mad fucking.
you motherfuckers really were gonna try to end it without
Lily
me?
redeemed herself with the Divas thing, and then you show up.
Without
What
me?
were we gonna do? What were we gonna do? Y'all really gonna end the show without me, nigga? You wasn't here.
Listen.
Yes, we were.
I text you at an hour ago. Are you okay? Nothing. Nothing.
You want me to text you from my sleep? From
I was checking the group chat. Nothing. I was like, yo, my man is either taking the best shit of his life or he's out. And he's out.
what did I miss? I mean, I haven't been out that long.
You missed everything.
The whole show,
Hey.
everything.
Listen,
Bro, we compared Cena to Goldberg. We wrote a full year's worth of storyline for Daniel Bryan and CM Punk.
What?
We rewritten
Three of us.
3 times. We rewritten history with Austin and Triple H.
What?
Bro, oh my God.
Oh, now-
Do me a favor. Show. Press no buttons. You have lost that privilege for the rest of this. I don't want to hear what or some sad. Bro, man, we went through it all damn near.
We went
You press a goddamn.
past this Sheamus shit. That's
press
what
a
we
god-
also did, all right? Two
Show.
Sheamus
You
shit.
press a button, bro. I will find you. I will be the Liam Neeson on some taking shit.
He
I'll
has a
find
certain
you.
set of skills.
I'll
listen.
find you, bro.
But how you gonna
Okay.
know? It's Toe. Put your hand down, Toe.
buttons,
Put your
buttons,
hand
no
down,
buttons.
Toe. No
Yo,
button.
Just take the L's today. Just take the L's
Alright.
tonight or this morning. L's.
So-
Oh, you taking L's right now because we went literally through decades of work.
Look, my beard's still waiting for me with the straw. Bleak.
Yeah, I know it's probably hot as shit because
Hot
we
as
left out the
shit.
With a straw?
That shit is
Bro,
literally
look.
a tea right now.
My sister's waiting for
Tea
me.
right now.
Bloop.
It's the
So there's-
straw.
Yo, there's nothing hard about that tea, man. Right now, it's just tea now.
Listen, I needed a straw for my birthday. It just I'm too old. I can't. That's it.
Oh, you're taking power now too.
Nah.
Clearly.
Nah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm the oldest one in here.
Not no more. Shoot.
My
Mo-
man, dead ass. I saw it. I remember show. I got a pornographic memory. My man show went like this. He said,
Get.
I went to sleep. He ran to sleep.
Yo.
Like, what the fuck, son?
She's usually look.
Like,
I'm
yo,
looking at her. I'm looking at her right now. She was. She does a little riot right
Just go
there.
back to sleep.
Oh,
She
shit.
throws a little riot. I'm like, let me do this quickly before it gets all warmed up. Before I get warmed up into the podcast.
Talking about Riot, supposedly Ruby Riot is in talks with AEW as well.
You see, I knew I woke up for something. I had to let you know that, Ruby. That's why I said Riot. Get it? See? Oh, you said no buttons.
Girl, fuck you, Mama Webble.
Shit. Your toe. Put your fingers. That was toe. So that's toe with his underarm.
Press the button, right?
Look,
He
I
just
got.
pressed the button.
That's one knee.
That was it. Listen, that's
the
toe.
face.
Toe.
No. I
No.
told you, man. I'm keeping this receipt. That's a knee to your gut. I'm not gonna not the face. To your gut.
Hopefully, I'm awake.
I'm gonna
Shit.
see you eventually, son. I'm
He
gonna see you.
said, I'm gonna wake you up.
I'm gonna see you. It's gonna be a
Shut up.
Christmas present.
Yeah, and then
Yo,
he's
what's
gonna
up? He's gonna do this. I'm gonna go knee. I would do that one.
Damn, I'm going to that. I'm trying to go to that
I
AEW event.
got your Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's cold.
I was trying to go to the AEW event. Fuck that. I'm
That's
calling
what happened,
Ticketmaster.
eh? He started drinking shit harder than a White Claw and it sent his ass to sleep.
True.
You see?
True.
This is all Lace's fault. He was making fun of me, so I had to switch it up.
You want to blame me because you soft?
I had to switch it up because I had to step it up.
Call you soft?
Listen,
Soft.
I was-
apparently.
I wanted to be on my level
We
with
got-
my White Claws.
We got the lady of this program next to me that drinks Jameson official tissue.
She was
And
here
she
though.
doesn't
I
knock
saw her. I was trying to match her. It's her fault too. I saw her with her little
How's
glass.
no.
Look.
You
Bloop.
drinking like her lemonade. It's none of our fault. What are you talking about?
She still got that same glass. How the hell? Jameson's still in the building.
Second one and I'm almost done. What are you talking
I
about?
know. That's what I'm saying. You still
Filling up the
you
glass.
still filling up that glass. You got you got power. You still got energy left.
It's making sure that I still have one glass as long as it's never empty. My body only thinks that I still have only one glass in my system.
What?
Wow.
It's like when I want to eat 2 slices of pizza, instead of just eating them separately, I just put them on top of each other and just eat them as one. So my body just thinks that I'm eating one huge slice of pizza.
Yep.
You know the
Logic.
level of fatness that is, and I respect it.
Oh my
Exactly.
god, yes, it is
I love
so
that.
fucking
I
good.
love that. I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm with it. I like her analogy.
Also, a cheat code is if you're happy, if what you eat makes you happy, there's
Right.
no fat or calories in it. Your body rejects that. You ever notice when you're happy, like you're eating something that you really like, you're like, yo, wow, I love this shit. About a couple hours later, you take the best shit of your life because all that fat and all those calories that you ate just got super speed,
Hey, I'm with it.
expressway right through the body. Release.
That's for me, that's bacon and pussy. So I'm always happy.
There you go. There you go.
You did what?
Wait, that was for sure.
Me, I think that I take a magical bean every day, and it's called coffee, and that makes me tolerate people. Well, actually, I have to tolerate my day before I can tolerate people. Like, oh, this is what's gonna happen for the day. Oh, people. Nope. Second. Oh, now I can tolerate you.
You're one of those.
No,
Welcome.
Don't talk to me. I haven't had my coffee yet.
And like, hey.
No. You can definitely talk to me. I'm just gonna tell you to fuck off,
Word. Not right now.
Go get me a cup of
Everybody's
coffee.
simulation.
so I can be friendly.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
to do it with a smile underneath my mask before I start, mouthing off. Crazy, you dumb motherfucker.
Just expect this video of Show coming back and getting kneed in the stomach to be up soon. Either if not tomorrow,
Immediately.
Yeah.
yeah.
I needed
You know
y'all to
what?
make a
You know
clip.
what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it a holiday special because
This
I'm
is-
gonna watch this back and realize that I got to do that
This
Yeah.
this is
because you
gonna
had the balls. And I said, yo, Show, don't do another sound effect because
it's
you
not
haven't done that.
me.
And you did it.
You see you can't
You
see
had the
Toe's
press.
hands. You see you can't
You
see
had
Toe's
the
hands.
marbles.
His hands is under the screen on purpose.
Unlitigated gall.
The
to fucking
cojones.
push a button. Everyone knows I don't have the sound bite. Fuck you, Mama Huevo.
How
I
you
don't
know?
have that
Have that.
sound bite.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
How you know that's my thing? I've only used that button once.
No,
Gigi
you
don't
used
have
it
that.
several times.
How you know Gigi don't got buttons? She fixed her shit.
She's drinking
I
Jameson.
don't got no box.
You
Listen,
lying.
I got a laptop, a fucking blue mic here, and a ring light. That's as much as I got. And I got my phone so I can watch the YouTube channel so I can see anything that's going on in the chats. I ain't got no soundboard on me, bro.
But that was
I ain't got
before.
no-
Bro,
I got this
you-
behind me. I don't got a green screen behind me. I'm just saying. I
That's-
gotta get a better camera. If my camera is not the shit, I'm definitely not gonna have a soundboard.
just
You
chill.
lying.
You specifically told us you were gonna download that for the Heights thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, we were here for that, bro. It was only you.
True.
You
Eh.
earned the knee to the gut, bro.
To
It's
the
okay.
balls.
In my defense, Gigi just got a t-shirt website. So she has enough money to buy a soundboard.
Oh wait. She has a t-shirt website?
Listen, she got her own website now. It's Tees. I don't know the website because I fell asleep.
Nope.
But
Did it win?
you put the link
That's
up.
two.
I remember.
Yeah.
No, wait,
two.
I don't have the note, but he has a note too. He has a site.
I just saw your hand. You just did this. Your left hand.
You see, he has a site. He has all the t-shirts over here on sale. You see, now she got money. She got her little soundbar on the low. I know.
No, I don't got
Meanwhile,
money.
your-
I don't got money at all.
Your left
I'm a
hand is
broke ass
pressing
bitch.
no and earning your knees.
Listen, you can tell. Look,
Your left hand is earning your knees.
look, it's.
We out here. We trying to go for the win. All
Oh,
of us.
hey.
Fuck out of here.
Well,
Do
that
it.
show.
That's why the shirt is for the win. Because we manifested
those
all
were
the
for
fucking
losses.
success that we gonna fucking do on this motherfucking podcast on your motherfucking birthday, you sleepy ass motherfucker. Alright? Because we here, we doing it for the win. Even though we were trying to shut off the fucking show here, you come back and you bring the show alive again. Nigga, we trying to go to work tomorrow. Here you go, sleepy motherfucker ass. Nigga, I gotta.
Happy birthday to me. That's a perfect way to end it to me.
Nope.
That was about as classy as you can put it.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
that's a great finale.
I just want to
And
throw
you
it out
can
there. That's
watch
two
my
knees.
merch on tpublic.com/GG for the win, just
There
in
you
case
go.
you missed that. If not, just the link
Oh,
is in
the link.
bio.
I just put the link in the
And
chat.
the link is in the chat. There you
There
go.
you go.
It's always fun.
By the
And
way,
then the Knuckleheads are gonna have their own merch as well because they have to have Knuckleheads t-shirts. Why not?
hey, I
And
like it.
We're gonna win, and that's it.
Showing off t-shirt. The front is empty because he's gone. Just the chair. The back is me sleeping somewhere.
The front
Perfect
is
shirt.
catching me to the gut.
Ah,
And the balls.
in the balls.
No. That's if I get a third sound. It's two to the gut. The third one, that's what's coming.
Hey,
That's what's happening.
like the Stone Cold
I'm pretty
Stunner.
good. I'm like Denzel in training. I'm surgical with the motherfuckers.
Oh man, he's gonna do like Daniel Bryan to me with the kicks. Yeah, from side to side.
The only person who's gonna scream or not that much is you, not me.
Hey,
There's gonna be a lot of tiger knees coming your way.
Wait,
Tiger.
ladies on
Wake your ass
Tiger.
up.
There
See?
it is.
I will never fall asleep again. This is how y'all gonna wake me up. Tiger, wake your
Yeah.
dumb ass up.
They gonna wake you up like this.
Get over here.
Absolutely
We're gonna
correct.
try that. We're gonna try that to see if it does wake you up.
I
And
see.
that way, when you ask us, we be like,
Yeah.
"Nah, we tried it and it didn't wake you up."
They took a camera and
Okay,
came
man.
over to my house. I
okay.
see.
You know what? This is this podcast. It happened, right? You know what I'm saying? You earned a couple of knees, but next time,
Listen,
different story.
I
We'll
asked,
start fresh next time.
I asked you a couple of
Yeah.
good
Next
questions
we'll start
before I
fresh.
left.
Word. So, and since you're here, show, and you didn't give us a storyline for Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, it's too late for that.
No,
But next week, and I hope I don't get a text message from anyone of y'all. What we gonna talk about today? Next week, we're gonna do round 2 of the fantasy booking show.
that Daniel Bryanson with Malachi Black. They both kickers. They both kickers.
Time out.
Bryanson Danielson or whatever the fuck his name is now. Bryanson, Danielson, or Danielson. I know he switched something.
Why?
You just call me a Karate Kid. You call me a Karate Kid somehow.
Yo,
Danielson. He's one. I don't know what the fuck he switched it to
he
now.
went to he went to sleep and woke up the only Dominican. Danielson Bryanson. Like, what the fuck is going on here,
Yeah,
Show?
he's making that wish in a Chino restaurant. Or something. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about this for.
Wait a minute.
I'm doing all the languages.
Yo,
Yeah, and he's like Malacalaco Black,
or hey,
Bacalao Black, and Danielson Bryanson.
Bacalao Black.
hey, Malik, listen, put both of them together. Bacalao Black.
Black.
Damn,
Holy
we got a new wrestler. Damn,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
the heel of the year, Bacalao Black. Yikes,
Bacalao Black in the building.
Bacalao Black.
Holy
Welcome to
shit.
Diamond, sir.
Our next cruiserweight, Bacalao Black.
he ain't no joke. But yeah,
Oh my God.
Daniel Bryan with Malachi Black. And
Malakar.
Malak-
Malakar Black.
listen, don't make me press no buttons. I'll take a knee for
Oh
one
my
more
God.
fucking button, Toe. I'll take a fucking knee for this one.
No.
There's
you
one
get
more.
mad at me.
There's one
Now-
more.
No, now it's just straight punches in the face.
Damn,
We're done with
Toe,
it.
you lucky, Toe. You
Yo.
lucky.
Yeah, I'm looking for dental work to happen. We're done with that.
Yo, showing his head like the teeth is the only thing I got.
Word. It's the only way that people can see me in the dark.
I mean, yo, well, you might not break his teeth with them big ass lips of his. The
Hey,
fist might bounce back at your ass.
Listen.
I got
Always wear a
protectors.
mask, right? Be COVID safe.
Hey,
We can be smart about it. Man,
There
there's
you go.
always a way around things. Gotta work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Unfortunately, right now you pressing buttons, you're working backwards.
that wasn't me. I don't have a ping. I don't
I know
have
you
no
didn't- I know you
pings.
didn't do that,
I don't have
but
no
I didn't see
kitchen
this
bings.
dumb motion. I didn't see this shit.
No, no, he's the one that sneaks his hand under the camera. I see him. Look, he,
No, but I know when you do it because I see.
There's no
Like you don't know how to sneak
Look,
things.
like you about to do it right now.
what?
Yeah, he trying.
No, I'm not.
No.
This is all I got. And then this all I got on the other hand.
Oh shit, she
I don't
got
no sound bar here.
she got the
That's,
JMO button on the left hand.
That's
It's not
on
you,
you,
it's not Gigi.
and
It's
that's
only
on
you.
you.
It's only you.
You guys.
Well, guys, I at least wanted to say goodnight to y'all. I wanted to come and say goodnight before y'all left. I ain't trying to
What I
hold
mean?
y'all. Trust me.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be civil, right? Fucking bastard. Fucking bastard.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We will be back tomorrow. I will be awake. I hope so. I hope so. I want to be awake. It's just
But-
I'm old now.
The podcast is not tomorrow.
Toe's gonna be. It's supposed to be the toe in the show, but it's gonna be the toe in the toe. The toe and the damn toe. The show is sleeping again.
Oh my god.
Fella, this is. Oh man,
You gotta start taking power naps or something, bro.
I do.
Yo,
Schedule those bad boys.
yeah, right?
I haven't taken one of those in a while. I usually do that throughout the whole day. I haven't taken naps. I've been too
Unless
busy
you
with
get
the
back into
kids.
that routine.
I wish kids ain't letting you sleep.
Unless you want to, cut up everybody, like you engage and shit like that, and then you feel better, like, you don't want to do that shit.
Lay about to do that shit to your ass though.
Word, I do see Lay with like a little bandana. You look like Nick Gage. You look like that's exactly how you would walk into a ring
With a bandana, he'll be more like homicide, but
with the
Hey, I
mouthpiece
have a
on.
question. Do you like Domino's?
Do I like
Do you like
Domino's? Oh shit! What did I
That was
miss?
some great marketing, right? By the way, that was some great marketing there. That was
Oh, yeah.
amazing marketing. I love that shit. I was like, oh, that was good. That was good.
Oh
That was good.
shit! You like how we use this cutter? Ching. It works on many things. By the way, pizza's 2 for $5. Did they lose that? They lose that sponsorship? I heard they was losing that.
Who's that?
They
AEW.
weren't-
Tom
weren't
was thinking
sponsored by
about
them.
Yeah, they were AEW was sponsored by Domino's, and Domino's is thinking about pulling out after that whole stunt with John Moxley and Nick Gage. They're thinking about pulling their sponsor and like not having
Jericho.
Jericho, yeah, Jericho.
But the thing is, here's the thing, right? That's just unfortunate timing. By the way, Nick Gage, the last Monday came out with a pizza cutter. You didn't see that coming in the match?
I did. I just didn't see a
Hey,
commercial for pizza at the same time as he was flying his
I
fucking
thought it was great
forehead.
timing. I
Me
wanted to order
too.
pizza. I wanted to order pizza then.
My man
Oh, yeah.
said, started cutting into his forehead, and we're gonna cut to picture in picture. Domino's Pizza, right? As he, damn. Hey,
Hey,
I didn't feel disgusted. People
we're grown
sensitive.
men.
People
You
sensitive.
probably was asleep when that happened.
Hey,
Absolutely.
you gotta be smart. You gotta miss the good parts.
Yo, and for the 5th time, and 20 minutes after the fact, we're gonna call it a night.
Hey,
Next week, fantasy booking part 2 show.
part two,
Hopefully
I'll be
you're
ready.
awake.
I'll be awake.
You know that's the bare minimum
At the
this point.
beginning.
You don't even need to be here; just be awake.
I was awake.
Get a 5-hour energy drink.
Yeah.
You need to barely have a pulse at that point.
Listen, I'm gonna
It
try.
works.
I usually have a pulse.
Okay. They'll bring it back up. It's okay. He'll be okay. He'll be
Just don't
okay.
give us,
Word.
Listen,
don't give us Trish Stratus versus anybody.
Yes, yeah, word. No more
You're
Trish
gonna-
Stratus.
no more strish,
And no
Trish-
more Bacalao Black.
strish stratus.
Trish Stratus. So much
Trish.
Trish Stratus.
Struggling?
Trish.
Hello, Black. Hello, Black. This nigga.
As we said on that note,
And on
Yeah,
that
and
note,
on that note,
you better hurry up before I start talking again, and
may-
then I'll bring
may
it
the
right back.
Bacalao be with y'all as your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Yo,
Fucking
oh, yo.
show.
this is
ruined
the
it for
end
everybody.
of the fucking video, and I'm here. All that bullshit they gonna talk in the middle of the video that I wasn't here. Don't believe it, guys. I know y'all can still hear me. Fuck that ending shit. Fuck that.
At the end of it, he's going out with a bang. He's going out with a bang. He's going out with a bang.
Fuck that show. You know.
They trying to lie. This is a conspiracy. I was here the whole time.
Oh, no. You ain't no Sami Zayn. You ain't no fucking Fidel Castro. Get the fuck out of here.
You not John Cena, motherfucker. We
Conspiracy.
you.
I'm like John Cena. I come back. I want a title
He saw
match.
A game chair.
A
Bringing
blinking
back
chair.
and forth and out of frame.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I accepted from John Cena. When was the last time y'all saw John Cena? And then he comes back and wants a title match. So,
Yeah, but you ain't John Cena though.
damn.
There ain't no title shots for you, motherfucker.
Listen,
Come prepared with some matches next week.
I
And
will.
then we'll talk.
I was prepared
Absolutely
today.
correct.
Everything I was saying was astute. Man, I'm tight. I got ready for
No,
nothing.
it was stupid.
Man, you gonna make me wake up this
You
baby?
said it was stupid. No.
Yeah, it was
no way.
astute, all right. It's stupid. It's oh man. Y'all have a good night. The baby's moving.
you
Y'all
go back
gonna
to
make
sleep.
room.
Fantastic.
Nah, I'm actually. I might start a whole stream. I'm man. You don't hear it? I'm more energetic than when the stream started. Shit, I might stay here. I already slept. I felt like, oh shit, the baby.
That's for you, show. Right there.
Fuck.
A whole lot of
I know.
you
A
son
whole
of a
lot of.
Canadian.
I know. But
I
anyway,
love
No.
how I don't see any of you guys anymore. All I see again is Ellie, SN, and then your logo.
The
Vince.
Good, because I'm getting a dress. It would have been weird. I'm getting a dress right now. It would have been weird.
if you look,
Well, it's only the bottom half, so it doesn't matter.
Your